Hello everyone! I remembered to record, I'm pretty sure all of the cameras are in the right places. And welcome to Mage, Somnambulist, episode number 2. It's been a week already, and I'm looking forward to getting back into it. So, standard stuff, welcome to the Roddy again. It's nice to have you here. If you are new-ish, go check out the Twitter, go check out the Discord. That's good places to get notified when we go live. And if you like the shows that we make, that I make, and want to support them and encourage more, go check out the Patreon. The more people on the Patreon, the more I can pay the costs, the more costs I can pay, and the more I can do like art and intros and outros and all that type of thing for the shows. And vis-a-vis? No. There's a mathematical phrase that is like, because it's not equals MC. Anyway, because all of that equates to more shows.
Vice versa?
No, not vice versa.
Ergo? No, that's not math.
Ergo maybe would work, yeah.
Are you just trying to say therefore?
I don't know what I'm trying to say. So,
This man.
last week, we met Nell, we met Sesha, we met Alfie, and we met Kira. Along with their mentors, members of the Atlantis Council, who had, over the past little while, picked them up, and I'm not sure any of you were instructed, but you were looked after for a period of time, I would say. Some of you were scared for a period of time. Alfie had Morgan, Sesha had Baba Yaga, Nell had Merlin, and Kira had Guinevere. I'll let you all decide on who was the luckiest and who was the unluckiest. However, deciding that their new, let's call them proteges, needed some instruction and looking after, and strangely enough, not being willing to do that themselves, they arranged for a teacher, someone to take them in and to instruct them on the ways of magic and help them figure out their powers, their abilities, and how to utilize or use them. Thus, all four of them went to the home of Shelby, who is going to be their teacher. They gave off a very quick, small demonstration of their more unique abilities. I believe Alfie thrusted the hell out of something. Kira shot birds at a sandwich. Nell punched a wall. And Sesha caused a localization of just randomness, let's call it. After that, Shelby said, welcome to head off and find a place to crash, a room or rooms as you like. He said something about the, I think it's if you go past like the second floor, the house will start to, yeah, it'll keep going. And if there's something you need, just think about needing it and it should be fine. So
orcs. So the house is orcs.
Yes, the house is
Kind
orcs.
of. The house is orcs.
So let us rejoin all four, having left the big blank white space empty room which only had a few desks and a chalkboard. As you head back into the hallway, and you do walk back, the door closes behind you, you're back in the hallway immediately to your left are stairs going up. There are a few rooms here, but essentially it is just a regular, plain old, wooden, slightly old house.
I'm holding onto my bag.
Yeah.
And I'm looking around. And I book it up the stairs.
Okay.
I'm looking in every single room to see if there's one that's like large or just suitable. Like I'm gonna try to get the pick.
Okay.
I would like to casually follow behind
Yeah, same.
and kind
I
of
just see her.
I want to like watch.
All right.
Yeah,
You
I
want to
see
watch
her
me
rush off and I'm
gremlin
like,
to
oh.
try and like choose the best house or best room in
Absolutely,
the house?
yeah.
I'm a child. I am like an actual child.
Absolutely.
So,
Oh my god.
as the others, I assume there's like a 2-second pause as you look at each other,
Yeah.
and then you're all like, okay. So you
Yeah.
you follow the receding heavy thuds of someone desperately trying to find the best room first. Alfie, as you go to the first, I'm assuming you just go to the first door you see, basically.
First door. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
What are you looking for?
Well, first I'm trying to see is there like which one's like bedrooms and which one's a bathroom? Because in a house there's always bedrooms, there's always bathrooms. Right? So first door I open, I'm just like or maybe it's a closet. You know, it's either a closet, a bedroom, or a bathroom. So I'm trying to figure out which ones they are.
What are you expecting?
Probably a bedroom for the first one or a closet.
Okay. What type of bedroom are you expecting?
Something that would fit the house, so kind of like a very suburban house,
Okay.
room,
Yeah.
bedroom.
You for kids or for adults or for what?
Kind of just like a plain one, like you know when you see like when a house is put up for sale or whatever and everything's just kind of like put in one place.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I'm imagining.
Okay. So yeah, as you open the door, it is pretty standard. There's a little heaviness of like velvety style curtains, very heavy curtains, and the bed itself is it's one of those 4 posters, you know, the posts that go up and then it has the like drape over it over the top. Like everything in the room is quite antique looking. The chest of drawers is very ornate.
Yeah.
You know, like kind of metal lining and all that type of thing. It's
like just a little bit too old for the house.
yeah, the light.
Yeah.
The light on the side, kind of next to the bed, is one of those like twisty turny oil lamp type things.
Okay. I look at it. Close the door.
Okay.
Go back out. Next door. Probably expecting like a bathroom or something.
Yeah, it's a bathroom. There is a given your expectations of the house, so far has it been like richer than you imagined, or
Richer than I am, you know, familiar
Used to.
with, but still like probably in line with what I would imagine a house like this would be.
okay?
And so like tile floors, like the kind of weird like linoleum plastic or whatever counter, you know, like that has that like covering. You know, the shower curtains that might be like a little too yellow, just like a smidge.
Yeah, with the rings on like a bar that you just draw around, and the bath itself is just slightly too small for you to stretch out completely. So you have to curl your knees up a little bit when you get in, and there's a shower in the bath as well, so you can have a shower or you can have a bath.
Yeah, it's like one of those combined ones.
That's what it looks like.
Probably look around in that. Be like, okay, and then close the door.
There's
Go
only
to the next
one
one.
more door on this floor.
Then it's probably a bedroom. So, I'm probably like a larger bedroom, like a master bedroom kind of thing.
Yeah.
Right.
It's similar to the other one, except for there are 4 beds One, two, three, four, and they're all kind of like, they're all a bit smaller, they're all a bit more basic. The whole room actually is a lot less divine, let's say. The beds are more basic. There's like a little rocking horse, you know, like the kids would sit on and kind of rock back and forth on. Painted badly.
Shit, okay. I look at it, I close the door, like, before anyone else can see it, and then I run back to the first room, and I burst into it. I'm just like, this was mine!
4 beds, little rocking horse on the...
Wait.
The rest of you would have reached the top of the stairs.
I think we would be watching at the top of the stairs there.
Yeah, like we'd see her running back and forth and be like, what's going on?
Okay, so I go back into the first room, and the first room has 4 beds again?
You close the door, right?
Yeah.
It's a bathroom, like linoleum tiles, like a bath with like shower curtains and like a shower. The bath is like just a bit too small, so you have to like crouch your knees up.
I close the door again, and open the first door again.
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for that first room!
Yeah, it's like ornate room with like kind of heavy velvet curtains and like a bed that looks mostly normal, but it has the like kind of velvety covering over the top of it and everything as well. There's stairs that keep going up, by the way, just FYI.
I close the door again.
Okay.
Now kind of realizing, oh yeah, this is a magic stupid house. And then I open the door again and try to picture the like wreckage that I came from with Morgan.
Just so you know, as you're doing that, I think while you open the same door at least 3 times now, I think I'll just like move the stand behind you, like at the other side of the wall, and just watch whatever you're doing, because apparently it's very interesting if you already opened the same door 3 times.
You open the door and there's just twisted metal and like the parts of a skeleton of the inside of a ship. There's like a seagull on what is essentially like a little flatbed of metal that's been kind of moved around. It's just like pecking at a piece of slightly moldy bread. It's just like home.
It's just like home.
Alfie, what are you looking for?
I don't know. I first I was looking for the best room, and then I realized, okay, well that's not gonna be the best room. And then the bathroom. Well, the bathroom is like kind of old or whatever. But then there's like the one with the 4 rooms. I don't really want a room with like 4 people, right? So if we can just get a room that's like for us, you know?
Right. Yeah.
I mean, maybe if
Wait,
there was
so
a place to put all my tools. That would
You're
be
telling
really
us
nice.
that whatever you want appears behind the door?
Well, I don't know if it's whatever I want. I mean, I saw one thing, and it's not exactly like what I wanted. It's just kind of like what I expected of a house like this. But I'm gonna close the door again, and I'm gonna like picture like a dome on the moon. I'm gonna open it up again.
You open up the door to a room. It's wooden floors, you know, like kind of planks, walls, nothing in it, just empty wooden room.
Okay, so can't go to the moon. Close it again.
Why were you trying to go to the moon, Alfie?
I don't know. It seemed like a cool thing to do.
Did you
Wait,
Can
you were
I-
trying to go to the moon?
Can I go to one of the doors? And I'd like to imagine as much as I can, because again, I don't. It's gonna be like a pretty rough draft, but I'd like to imagine a pretty high tech, like room decked out with like LEDs and like little like shiny doodads and stuff.
Real
I'd
gamer
like to-
girl
Ultimate
room.
streamer setup.
Yeah, and I'd like to open the door to see what I get.
You get a nice room. The bed and the how many beds were you thinking?
One for now.
One. Okay. The bed is immaculate, large enough for like 3 people easily. It's kind of draped over. Everything is very rich and very expensive looking, but there's no complicated electronics. There's no LEDs and all that type of thing.
I'll leave the door open and I'll be like, "Hey, Alfie, like this," and I'll like kind of like tilt my head.
Is it the moon? Did you manage to get there? I'm just gonna
No, but it's
look
got
around.
got a giant bed.
Is that what you wanted?
Oh, what I wanted? I don't know. I just tried to think of something that she might want.
Oh.
Alfie,
Yeah.
did you consider the fact that a room on the moon would not have air?
I figured in a dome on the moon, it might have some kind of technology that would allow us to breathe.
All right.
Does the room have a computer or anything like that?
No.
No. Okay.
Has like one of those like old-timey twisty radios.
Hmm.
I want to
I
see
see
what's
what the problem is.
upstairs. And I think I'm going to run up to the next floor.
Okay.
She's gonna get a better room.
I close the door. Well, time's up. And I think of like something with like a Vegas kind of idea, and I open it again.
Oh,
A Vegas kind of idea.
flashing lights. Moulin Rouge.
So
You open into a casino.
Oh my god, that'd be so dope though.
Oh my god, yeah.
the room has multiple of those, like, those pull-out plastic metal chairs that you just like unfold and they just sit them down. There's just a whole load of those, and then there is a bed, a bit less immaculate, a bit tackier looking, lots of gold, lots of like stars and things like that. There's a couple of spotlights that are on the ceiling that are pointing towards the bed. The bed is on this kind of like raised dais with like all these, like a few like little lights, gold and white lights on the bottom of the dais, like that twist around it. And there's a big sign that says, "Come and watch the amazing Sesha sleep."
I like look at it, and I look at Alfie, and I go, "Hey."
That is the best description ever.
I
Are there
slowly
balconies?
close-
Like, out of curiosity?
No.
Oh,
There's
there's no
also
balcony.
not 2 grumpy old men in them who are like,
Yeah.
I
I
considered
would
it.
slowly like to move in and close that door.
That's
No, because I'm holding it open. I'm looking at Alfie, and I'm like, "Eh?" You're like, maybe this room,
I don't think she would want that.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to try anyways, and I close it. And I was like, "Time's up." My last one, I would attempt to. Well, since I know exactly what it looks like, I'd like to picture something similar that I would find in Baba Yaga, with like a bunch of like similar, like all of her doodads and like oddities and everything like that.
Okay.
I would like to, because I have such a clear picture of it. I'd like to try and I'd like to think for a little bit, and not just like, Vegas and open it.
Okay. Yeah, and when you open the door, it is similar. It's not exactly the same. It's a bit tidier. There are piles of knickknacks and bits and pieces, but they're all neatly stacked
organized.
on the.
But
on
they're like,
the
we're talking
tables
about
and-
like lizard tails and like eyeballs and plants and all different like, I don't know, like little oddities like souvenirs and stuff.
Oh yeah. There's even some spider webs in the corner and like some moss on a bit of the wall. It's all a lot less nicely wooden and stuff. It's all a bit more like old house way out in the country that hasn't been done up for 20 years type vibe.
Okay. I like turn and look at them. Kind of look at Elvie like,
That's a lot of stuff.
just think of all the things you could get into.
While I'm assuming you're closing. Are you closing that door again?
No, I'm
or
leaving it open.
leaving it open?
I
Okay.
am. Alfie's very intrigued. I'm very intrigued because there's just so much stuff.
Okay.
Like,
Hold
What?
up, why are you trying to lure Alfie into rooms?
what?
I'm just trying to assist her in finding the best possible room that makes
You're
her
trying to
comfortable in.
lure her into rooms.
I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, look at all the trinkets here. This is where I would live, actually, and have lived.
And why every time you open the door, you look at Alfie and ask her if she wants to go in?
Well, she seemed to be struggling. You saw her frantically running around each door.
I'm not a vampire. You can't invite me in.
She's never going to be able to sleep or find a room for that matter, and we're all going to find rooms, and Alfie is still going to be here opening and closing doors.
I'm pretty sure Alfie, and I'll turn to Alfie.
Yeah.
You are fine with whatever you just opened, right?
Well, it's all a lot more than what I'm used to. So, kind of. But I would have really liked that dome and the moon.
Can I close the first door and try to open it? And my expectations for the room is that I will find Alfie inside. So I think about that.
That is
I close the door and I think about like just a barren room with Alfie in it, and I try to open the door.
Okay. When you open the door, you see Alfie. And we're going to cut away very quickly to Kira,
what?
who is running up the stairs. What are you looking for, Kira?
I'm just looking for another door to play with.
Okay. As you run up the stairs, you crest the top, and you are faced with a quite a small little kind of hallway area with a door in front of you.
I open the door and I'm okay. So in my head, could the door potentially have a room behind it with a window to like the backyard?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for
Just
just like,
a view out into the backyard?
yeah, like a view out into some trees.
Okay.
Or some kind of greenery, basically, like a big, huge window and a view out onto some greenery, and maybe well, I don't know. Does the fox need to go through doors? Is it the spirit? Yeah, just a window, big window.
So you open the door and there is a small little square of a room, big enough to stand in. It's basically like a closet. But in front of you is a window. Out of the window, you see snow and like a deep, dark forest. There's no like light out there.
Creepier than I expected. I
as-
closed the door.
Before you close the door, you hear like a very, very faint.
I'm gonna look at my little spirit fox and be like, "You hear that?
Yeah.
What do you think it was?"
Sounded
Wolf?
like a wolf. I'm pretty sure that's not outside the house.
Oh, you think this is somewhere else?
I'm pretty sure that's somewhere else, yeah.
Oh, where could it be?
I don't know. Where has lots of trees and snow and wolves?
It's like everywhere in the northern hemisphere.
Not around
Not-
here.
Interesting.
We're in the suburbs, Kira.
Yeah, I figured it would just be a view of the backyard, but that's not the backyard.
No.
Huh. I like back away slowly and close the door.
Well, that was interesting. What next?
I don't know, maybe just a big open bedroom with some plants and maybe a smaller window and a box bed and a bed for me. That'd be good. And I open the door.
Why can't I? Oh, okay. Yeah, there's quite a nicely lit room. How much has being with Guinevere affected Kira's expectations?
A fair bit, but like this house looks like it doesn't look like it's the same as the mansion or
No.
whatever. So she's not expecting that, but she's just expecting suburbia level of like nice open space, bed, little pet bed, some plants.
Yeah. Yeah, you get essentially one kind of probably single bed, I imagine. Quite nice. Some drawers. The drawers have like really weird like plants and things. One of them kind of like creeps up the wall and then onto the ceiling, and it's kind of like a little bit of it's like dangling down. There's this really like vibrant kind of purple pink flower that on the end of it that's just kind of like exuding a little bit of kind of light, you know, not much, just a little bit, kind of douses the room in kind of a pale pink a little bit. And yeah, there's a what's it called? It's not a fox bed because you know, I'm not sure fox beds exist. But they're
Just think cat bed, but fox
yeah,
bed.
yeah. It's similar to kind of a cat bed, maybe a little bit larger. Just has the letters kit on it.
Oh my God, this is perfect. And I like walk right in and just, you know, put my stuff next to the bed and sit down. And then I actually stand back up. I just kind of like sit down and it feels comfy. And then I stand back up and just go up to the flower and like start smelling it. This couldn't be more perfect,
So
right?
the flowers themselves, and I'll give you this because you have some domain in this arena, are not alive.
Oh.
They appear to be fake, kind of, you know, like made things.
Okay.
They have the appearance, and from a distance even, but since you're able to sense life and to essentially mess around with that type of thing, you can see that there's no life in them. They're just replicated to look like alive things.
At first, I think I would be a little bit like taken aback because I thought they were real.
Yeah.
But then I kind of like, oh, I'd probably say to Kit, oh, they're not real. That might actually be better because then I can't accidentally mess with them. Yeah, this room is definitely perfect.
There's like a little bit, a little sound of it's almost like a saw on wood. As you look around, Kit has his head like down on one of the little bulbs of the nightstands, just kind of like chewing away at it a little bit. Doesn't really leave much of an impression being a spirit, but you know.
Yeah. I kind of look at him and I'm like, I mean, he had to know what you were getting, but what he was getting with a girl with a spirit familiar that's a fox, and I mean, he can make the house be whatever it wants, or whatever he wants, or whatever we want. So it's probably fine. I could probably just imagine if he does too much damage, I could probably just imagine the space back as it was, and it'll be that. So,
Maybe.
Maybe. Eh.
Did you close the door behind you?
No. I
It-
didn't, and I don't know if I'm hearing stuff that's coming from downstairs.
You would be, yeah, but also either when you look back or when you pass it, you'll see that the door has like a little nail in it on the front, and there's like a piece of string attached to like this kind of wooden like sign that just says Kira's room.
Oh. Wow. I'd just be really happy and just like looking around the room. I'd probably start unpacking if I didn't hear any like crazy noises from downstairs.
Well, let's find out. So, to fill you in a little bit further, this very poorly made straw, like stuffed with straw, like vaguely leaning against a chair, not really sitting down, but not quite sitting down, with like poorly constructed like glasses, like a ring around each eye, and then
I hate you. I hate you.
and then like the kind of tuft of hairs coming up the, you know, but it's just straw. And there's kind of like this very like drunken mouth looking, that's just like a squiggle like this, just like and just because, you know, it is how it is, there's a little sign across over like draped around the neck with like a little cardboard that just has Alfie on it, just in case you weren't sure.
Look at it.
I
I opened the
turn-
room with
turn
Alfie in
around.
it.
I turn around and I go, now who's luring who? And I kind of giggle a little bit at it because it looks really funny.
I mean, I didn't think Alfie was gonna walk into a room with a straw version of herself. Would you?
No, I want it. I want it. It's me. I want it. And I'm gonna walk in and I'm gonna grab it. Be like, nobody else can touch it.
All right, but do you want the room?
Oh no, this room stinks. So I'm gonna take the straw Alfie out of the room, or try to. And then close the door. Be like, nobody can have this.
I don't find myself in the need to have a straw version of you, so you can keep it.
Beta,
Yeah.
could you be me?
Huh?
So I know there's not much, if anything, mechanical in this thing. I'm just like tapping it. Other than maybe the glasses being a wire there, it's not really mechanical.
Alfie.
Hmm.
Put me in there and believe.
That is so creepy, but okay, I'm doing it. I'm gonna
Do
like
it.
take the necklace off and just kind of stuff it in the like
Here I go.
chest part, like just
Yeah.
kind of in there, and I'll just be like,
Yeah.
huh?
Hello, I'm Alfie. It's nice to meet you. I'm made of straw.
Oh, that's rich.
Oh, I'm not
I
rich
open-
at all. I'm really poor. I lived in a ship which was rusted and had a hole in it because I can't control my impulses.
I open the door. I don't even care where it goes. I throw the straw thing and Beta in the door with it and close it.
Ah!
Damn, he
Jump
has an
really big.
attitude.
Yeah. I'll find him later.
All right, next try. I grab the door handle and I imagine and expect when I open this door to essentially walk out of the house. So I imagine that this is the front door I'm opening, and when I open it, I'll be back outside.
Okay.
Hmm.
So you're opening the door?
Yeah, I am.
Open. As you open the front door that you had originally walked in opens, and you are looking outside at the steps and the little, path leading to the gate, and then the door slams shut and locks.
Whoa. All right.
Sasha, she didn't knock.
I didn't knock.
Hmm.
I don't think the house like that. Huh. So the door is now locked?
It made that kind of lock sound.
All right. And I step back and I turn to the other two who are still here. I wanted to try and walk outside, but apparently the house didn't like that.
Try knocking.
Oh,
It just locked.
Did you knock?
Yeah, because you just told me last time when we were down there that you put a curse on the door that with the whole knocking thing. Do you actually think I'd be that stupid?
I knock on the door.
I took it off though.
When you knock on the door opens. You got the outside.
I poke my head through even though Alfie opened the door and I look both ways. Does it actually look like it's outside?
Yeah.
I shrug.
The door
Yeah, right,
has
fine.
feelings.
You're right.
Sesha, I can give you this. From what you can see, is the original knocking fate that you'd intertwined with that door is there, but changed.
Changed to it.
The compulsion you laid down upon it now seems like if people don't knock, you don't get in. Like the door will lock itself.
Okay.
Seems like, however, you don't know how it's happened, but it's just it's like it's incorporated your, let's call it curse, and adjusted it to its own.
To respond to people who actually like knock.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I take a step through the threshold?
Sure. You're standing outside.
Try closing the door.
But what if you get stuck? Wait,
I won't get
what if Beta's stuck. Shit.
I close the door and I think about Beta and I open the door again.
Lonely.
Okay, enough.
So lonely.
Oh
I
my
have
god.
no. Oh, hey, Alfie.
Are you done being
Straw version of you?
I just wanted to try, but if you're gonna be like that, then I'm not gonna put you in things anymore.
Look at me, I'm Alfie.
I close the
lived in
door
it.
again. I open the door again.
I'm a straw man.
I stop. I like go. Whoosh! I slide in and I pick him up. I was like, come on, you're coming with me. I walk into my room, the one that I had, and I close the door.
Oh, I go fucking feral. Oh no. Oh no. I'm like
What I would say is to walk out of the room and then into your one, you'd have to go past Alfie, which means she'd have something to say about that most likely.
I like literally koala launch onto you to get Beta back.
I accelerate myself to go through her.
Oh.
Okay.
Oh, we about to throw down. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna open this shit up because we're gonna have to see what kind of things we can do here.
Mine won't load, so
It's okay.
Oh, shit.
okay.
I'll roll
Thank you.
for you if you're okay with that.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm perfectly fine.
So we're going to be rolling your time and Gnosis, which is 5d10.
Using my ability, using my spell acceleration.
So you have 2 successes.
Okay.
So
3, I think.
that's enough in the moment to essentially speed up time around you. You like the more successes you get, the more you can do. If you would have got even more successes, you'd be able to slow down things around you either as well or instead.
Okay.
However, it's harder to slow things down around you because it's a bigger area. It's easier for you to speed up the area around you and it moves with you.
Okay.
You're essentially wrapping yourself in a cloak of speed, pretty much.
Yeah.
I'm just going to adjust this slightly too, because I feel like, well, that's a good song. You know what? This is appropriate. Because someone's being a bit of a butt.
I'm gonna.
I'm not being the butt. I'm saving this poor innocent straw man.
Did you grab the straw man as well as? Oh my god.
I picked up the whole thing.
Yeah, it's still in the straw man.
Yeah, I picked up the whole straw man.
For context, Kat, I'm playing Sesha's theme.
Okay.
It's yeah. Okay, I'm just looking. Hold on, because I need to scroll down to my thing here. So, Okay. So I am going. Ooh.
I mean,
I am okay. I want to like see if I can use shaping matter.
Okay. So you're not using a one of the spheres, the Arcana. You're using one of
I'm
your
using
spells.
an actual spell.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So I wanna use shaping, because it's amorphous solids. So does that include this straw man?
Yeah.
Okay. I am going to try and change the straw specifically into needles.
Okay.
To like almost like just poke her, like, because that's essentially like the same kind of feeling that Alfie has, is like this stricken panic.
Yeah.
That something's being taken from her. So it's like just going from this soft like straw to like sharp needles and just like, trying to get her to drop it.
Yeah, and essentially as you start to move faster, Sesha, the straw man itself starts to jingle and clink, and you probably feel a couple of like slightly errant straws that have now turned more solid and more metallic are just kind of like digging into your rib a little bit, and there's nothing as like,
I was gonna say, too bad I lived with a woman who, did voodoo.
Shit.
I mean, essentially the straw man is now a needle man, in the sense of he is entirely made up of metallic needles.
I still hold on to it.
Hey, now I'm metal.
You're enjoying this way too much.
Man.
And
So I'm accelerating through the door, so I'm wondering how fast this is.
Yeah, so with 2 successes, I would say that you'd be able to be essentially it would look like you're slightly blurry. You're not like Flash superhuman levels of speed,
Yeah.
but you're moving fast enough that reflexes would have a hard time keeping up.
I would like to note too, while I'm holding this straw man, I'm not just like football carried it. I'm holding him as if like they were a dancer.
Oh my god.
They were my dance partner.
Okay. Okay, well, now that that's happened, I am going to... Can I feel any electricity in this house?
Yeah. Let's also say, just as you're doing this, that Kira, you would 100% hear a start of a commotion downstairs. Nell, you're standing outside. The door is closed. So
I think I would look at Kit and be like, I'm gonna go see what's going on down there. I'm like in the middle of folding clothes into a dresser. And I just leave it.
Okay. Do you need me? Because I want to lie on my bed.
No, enjoy it. It's cool.
Okay.
And I run downstairs.
Okay. And Nell, just for context before we go back to the two middle sisters, what do you do?
So essentially, I'm back outside
Yeah,
with
yeah.
looking at the front of the house that I originally entered.
Yeah, the sun's completely down. There's like some lamp posts and like the light coming down from the lamp posts on the street. Street is quiet. No one really about. Few like cars off in the distance down towards that petrol station, like further down the road.
Uh-huh. Are there any people out on the street?
No, not at the moment.
All
You're
right.
You're not sure the exact time, but it's pretty late.
All right. I would originally want to take a walk around the block and see if this is like all real.
Okay.
But
That's fair, actually. Yeah, it makes sense. You walk off into the distance, and the people in the distance turned out to just be cardboard cutouts, and
I
Oh my
mean,
god. That's so creepy.
yes. So I would like to take a walk around the block.
I was just gonna say, yeah, because we moved, right?
yeah. Oh yeah, so the petrol station wouldn't be there. Let's say like a kind of supermarket-y type place.
Yeah.
Down in the distance. A little bit of activity.
All right. I'll take a quick walk and try to come back and see if this is like there are people anywhere, there's any commotion anywhere, like this is real. Like
Yeah.
I'm actually outside from that door. And I'll just do a block and get back to the front door.
Okay. Walking down the road. Essentially, now and then you see some people in the distance. People walk past you. Seems normal. There's, as I said, a kind of like supermarket type thing. Seems to be like a 24-hour place, but it's obviously very empty. There's like one, maybe two people in there still working in there. Yeah. Seems
Right.
normal. You're muted.
God dang it.
I have a thing for this.
God dang it. Once I get back and I'm kind of like reassured that this is real, like as far as I can be, I went outside.
Yeah.
I'll grab the front door. I'm not gonna knock,
Okay.
and I'm gonna try to open it and imagine the hallway that I left behind in front of me.
Okay.
And I'm gonna open it.
The door doesn't open.
second thing I want to try,
Didn't knock.
I want to try looking around,
Okay.
taking a pebble, and opening a little portal, and trying to throw it through the door.
As in, like, the portal would be on one side of the door and the other, so it would, like...
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. You can't locate the inside of the door.
This is so weird.
As far as you can tell, there's nothing behind that door.
Huh. Huh.
Like,
Alright.
the houses on the left and the right of this house, yeah, there's things inside, there's, you know, space, there's areas, there's upstairs and downstairs and stuff. This is like there's nothing there. It's like one big void in existence.
Huh. That's pretty neat. Alright, I'll throw the pebble back down.
Would you like... If you would like, you can ruminate on this slightly. Because this is something of... an area of which you have some knowledge. This will be a roll. And it's down to you whether you want to roll this or not, but I would say occult and space, which would be 4 dice, I believe. You don't have to roll this if you don't want to, you know, like, intellectually investigate the possibilities here, but it is an option if you would like.
Yeah, I think I would like to roll for that in a bit.
Okay.
But first, like, Nell still has a few ideas of what she wants to try out within the house, like, spatial wise.
Yeah.
So I'll roll for it at the end. Right now, I still want to
Alright.
experiment and see what happens.
Sounds fun.
So yeah, to progress the scene at the other side of the door, I am going to hesitantly knock on the door.
When you start to knock on the door just opens, and you've got the hallway in front of you and everything that you saw when you first entered the house.
So it's not the hallway where the other rooms... Like, I was imagining the hallway that I left with Sesha and Alfie in it.
She's not upstairs with us. She's actually at the front door.
At the front door, yeah.
So I open it and I come in the front door. All right. I'll close it behind me.
Okay. You hear the lock.
Huh. All right. I want to try to... I'm downstairs. This is all very confusing.
Yeah.
I'm kind of beginning to understand that Kitty wants to go.
Okay.
I understand that, for one. Second thing is, I understand that kind of like in Nell's mind right now, whenever you open a door in the house, you can go like wherever you want outside. But once you're outside, like, you can't do the same.
Yeah.
So that's what she's thinking right now. Second thing she wants to try is, now that she is downstairs, I want to try to co-locate upstairs. So I want to try to open a portal for myself, walk through, and expect to come out on the first floor.
Okay. You try and open up a portal. And you're trying to open a portal onto the first floor?
Yeah, basically in the hallway upstairs.
Okay. You're not sure where upstairs is. Exploring the physicality of this house. You're unsure as to how high or how far. Essentially, dimensions are weird in this place. You can open a portal, but where you think the others are, it seems to be about 5 or 6 stories up from where you are right now. At least dimensionally speaking. That's kind of like the distance between you and them that it feels like. But you can hear them, and they're just up above you.
Can I still try to walk through that
Yeah.
and come out up there, even though it feels like I'm going up 5 floors?
If you want to open it, you know where they are spatially.
Yeah.
So you can open a portal between you and their location.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wanna try that.
Please roll me your space and gnosis, which I believe is 5 dice.
Yeah. So it is a spell that I have.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's one of the ones that I have as it is, like not. But unless you say like this is something special with the whole house, then like.
So you have
I have co-location as.
co-location. Yes, you do. Okay. In that case, yes, you essentially prise open a space which is connected to where the others are, to your spatial knowledge, and step through. And as you step through, you step out right next to a quickly blurring Sesha and a mad goblin Alfie.
Yeah. Nell
This
steps
when I
out.
come downstairs too.
Yeah.
Give it back! Give it back! Give it back!
on?
I am
So my question is, so with acceleration, I know I'm not freezing the time around me, but I am going fairly fast, right?
Hell yeah.
So wouldn't I have made it already into the room, even though it is it's right across the way from where I previously came?
Well, this is the thing is, I would say, at the very least, it would depend on whether Alfie's trying to get in your way, because you aren't unstoppable, you're just faster.
Yeah.
So Alfie, are you getting in the way of Needleman and the dancing Sesha?
I'm not getting in the way, but I am certainly what I wanted to do was channel whatever electricity I can feel into the Needleman as conductive metal,
Interesting.
so that it would pass through and shock her.
I would say. Oh, it
Might be a bit of a tough one, but I want to try because it's my beta.
I would say in this instance, there's not really enough in the immediate vicinity to get like a full, lightning bolt. What you're essentially going to be able to do is to essentially throw a quick charge of electricity, and it's also going to fuck with the power on this floor, at the needle man, and basically statically charge it.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I will do. Yeah.
So this is essentially going to eat up your chance to get in the way or do anything as you're doing this. So Sesha, as you blur past in the blink of an eye as you're going past Alfie, you feel this kind of have you ever touched one of those static balls?
Yes. It's tingly.
Yeah, you feel that tingle in the air all around you, kind of emanating from Needleman. And anyone looking will see that there's bits of hair starting to try and stand up. And you do get an initial kind of jank of electromagnetic type shock, one of those static shocks. And
Can I use an ability?
yes. Well,
Or not? It's not really a spell. I guess it's part of my time
okay.
ability. Misjudge timing.
I would
You
say
sneaky boy.
in this instance, seeing as you've already sped up time for yourself, but you haven't essentially like adjusted yourself to those, like, so you know you can go
Well, because I was
quicker.
thinking, because I can make myself pretty quick, but at
Yeah.
the same time, I know I'm not changing time around like everywhere in
Yeah.
anybody else's time.
Yeah.
So what I wanted to do is I kind of wanted to like see if I could mess with her, just like her timing of like sending off that charge.
In this instance, I will ask for a time gnosis roll, but it won't be a massive like success requirement. So I'll roll for you if that's again okay.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
My abilities are in your hands, Sheepy.
It's 3 successes. Very well rolled, me. Where essentially the static charge, like in this instance, in fact, misses and like hits a piece of carpet, and there's like tiny little flame just goes, and you kind of speed past. And the one thing I will say is that, oh wait, no, you did leave that door open. It's the barber.
Yeah, I did.
The barber
Well,
room.
I left the door open. Yeah,
Yes.
I never closed it.
So you can speed past, and are you going into barber room?
Oh yeah, I'm like twirling and I'm like, like making like ballroom noises as I'm like dancing with this needle straw man.
Help! I'm being needled out.
Shut the door.
I'm going to
Shut the
now
door.
pause because I've lost this little battle,
Yes.
but I have an idea as a tinkerer.
Okay.
I closed the door that Alfie came out of.
Yes. Straw, now needle, Alfie.
Yeah. And I think about a tool shed. Like borderline Home Depot-esque. Just
Okay.
like chainsaws, hammers, just a full freaking like whole thing. And I opened the door.
How angry are you right now?
Pissed.
Okay.
Before we get into this,
Yes.
so I'm assuming I successfully shut the door and I'm in the room. I'm going to gently set down the straw man before this gets any more chaotic, and I'm going to set him down gently on the bed, and I'm going to go, there you are, somewhere comfortable for you to lay while your 19 shining armor comes and rescues you. I'm bored. I'm going to go and try to make some tea. Would you like some?
Sure.
I don't think you could drink tea, but you know, the thought still counts, right?
That sounds nice.
Excellent. All right, I will go make us some tea, and you just lay right there because you can't do anything.
Can't move even slightly. No, this is literally just metal.
Would you like me to prop you up?
Even technically speaking, I am just a existence in a stone.
I know, but you can still see out of there, right?
No.
No?
This is just long bits of metal that I am currently inside.
Oh, well, I don't want to take you out because I don't want to break you. I don't know how this whole thing works. So, I will at least prop your false shell up right now so you look all nice and happy, and you can stare right at the door while she comes and rescues you. Oh,
Thank you very much.
you're welcome. I'm going to go make some tea. Stay right there, even though I know you can't move.
Yep.
And I turn around and I go make some tea. All right.
I'm assuming you're dropping the speed.
Yep, I drop it. You know, I turn around and there's like a little, I'm assuming there's like a little fireplace and stuff, and I'm
You do like
sitting there making.
you do like a quick spin pirouette,
Yeah.
and then like just kind of step out of the folded time that's speeding you up, and just kind of like flounce off and in a kind of like la la la.
And I have my
at normal
cane and I'm
speed.
like dancing with it, just like.
So Kira and Nell, are you going upstairs? I can't remember.
I just
Oh,
left the
you stepped
portal and
out,
I walked
yes.
into whatever this chaos was.
So I will say that Nell, you stepped out just behind Alfie as she opens the door, hearing the footsteps of Kira coming down. So Kira, you're just coming down the stairs. Nell, you've just stepped out of the portal behind Alfie, and you can see the room that she's just opened up. You're not sure what she was going for, but what's inside that room is essentially, it looks like a shed for a very enthusiastic farmer, because there's nothing but scythes in there.
Do they know that I took beta, or do they just like a door shut? They just hear a door shut. And...
They would have just turned up after you shut the door and left.
Okay.
So Alfie, in the room is nothing but sickles and scythes and essentially all of those type of farming implements.
Whoa, that place looks crazy. What were you trying to do?
Where's Sasha?
Murder.
Oh yeah, did she find her room? I have a great room upstairs. It's nice. It has a little fox bed.
I
Start
go
doing
into the
tactics.
shed and start picking up scythes.
Okay.
And I start superimposing them onto themselves so that it looks like they could spin.
Okay.
I am essentially making a giant wheeling blade. Like, you know Sivir from League of Legends? You know how she has like, she has like a circular kind of like thing where it's like a dual blade and then another dual blade, so it makes like a pinwheel kind of thing. I'm doing that with scythes.
Okay.
And I'm making 2 of them. And I'm making them motorized.
How are you making the boat?
Is there a chainsaw?
No.
Fuck. Is there? Oh my god. Okay, well I'm trying to. So my idea is to use Wonderful Machine, where I'm superimposing a bunch of different objects onto each other.
Yes.
And trying to find. Is it like it's just all sides?
It's all like low tech wood and blade, essentially.
Nothing motorized.
Nothing motorized. If you meld them all together, you could like point them forward and spin them like an umbrella.
Not like a Beyblade.
I'm trying to think of like how many things I can do with scythes.
I think meanwhile, to give you some time, Nell will stand next to Kira. Like the door is still open. We can still watch Alfie doing whatever this is in this room of size.
She's looking around for something, like searching. She's like, there's like scythes like embedded in the walls now, and she's like thrown them, and they've gone like.
What do you think she's
Assuming
looking
that
at?
you can, I'm
for?
assuming that, each room isn't soundproof, even though, it may be like changeable and stuff.
Oh, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
assuming you could still hear. You would hear some, well, because if you're not next to the door, you hear it very softly, but you hear some like, some obvious humming of like, a like uplifting humming, like
Yeah,
the
you
whole
could,
time out of my room.
you can hear little bits and pieces coming from the room across the other side.
Why is she looking at like making a huge scythe circle?
I don't know. What are you trying to do, Alfie?
Murder.
What? Why?
Murder?
Alfie, you find an old bicycle buried in the back.
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, let's fucking go. I get the chains. I start. Okay. Oh my God.
Alfie,
Okay.
who are you trying to murder?
I'm not even answering. I take the bicycle. I essentially put the
I don't know.
2 circular scythes on the ends of the bicycle.
Yeah.
And I try to find a way to like prop it up so that I can just like turn it and it's just
Oh,
like,
Who are you trying to murder?
and I pick it up.
Okay,
Yeah.
storyteller,
gosh.
no, I'm gonna intervene. The moment she starts like picking up the huge fucking churning blade, I
Okay.
would like to swap places with her.
Okay.
So that's a spell I have.
Yeah.
So I essentially swap places with her. So I am now the one holding the huge scythe, and she's the one outside the door.
Only
Can't-
if she hadn't already picked it up, which I believe she had.
Yeah.
Which means that you swap with her, and now in your face, Kira, is a whole load of shiny.
Oh my god! Whoa!
That have
Whoa!
just started
whoa!
spinning a little bit.
This was not what I was. I swap back.
Whoa! What is
then-
going on?
And then Nell's back there again.
Sorry, I thought that was gonna go different. Alfie, put
I
down
really
the
don't.
blade.
My brain just hiccuped.
Yeah, you just like you just went from like starting to rev it up to staring at the back of Nell's head, and then back to where you were originally. It was like bloop, bloop.
Did I just have a stroke?
Alfie, look, just put down the blades. You're not gonna murder anyone.
And I take the thing and I'm like, out of the way.
Alfie, no, just
Out
don't-
of the
Can
way.
I
but down the-
use my
Out of the
mind
way.
powers to like get her to calm down a little bit and tell us what's going on? Can I alter
I am
her
like
emotional
rapidly
state?
approaching with this scythesicle, okay? That the fucking excellent in the chat. Scythesicle is literally exactly the way I was thinking.
Yeah.
It
I'll let Kira do like if you want to do anything, do that. If not, I'm gonna use gravity.
was. Fuck.
So I think are you trying to use which one are you trying to use here? Control instinct?
Alter emotional state.
Oh yes, you can. That will be a roll though, as you're going
Okay.
to have to tap
Yeah.
in. This isn't one
Yeah.
of your spells. So that will be 4 d10.
Okay.
2 successes.
Okay.
So
So I'm trying to get her to. So I'm saying in her head with my telepathy.
yeah.
Please calm down. Tell us what's going on. Maybe we can help. And
So-
I'm using my power to whatever level I can to just get her to feel really
Soothe
calm.
the
and at
frayed
peace.
nerves
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not going to like bottom her out where she's just
Yeah.
like chill. It's just going to like smooth those really frayed edges. So Alfie, you feel a kind of like a cold wash. You know, that burning anger that was there. Essentially, like you're not apoplectic. The initial instinctive emotions are still there, but the burning rage is not. And you hear in your voice someone asking you, "What happened? Tell us what's going on, and can you calm down, please?"
So I've basically gone from crazy murder to the
Simmering anger.
simmering anger, but also with the anxiety of a small rodent.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know how they just like breathe really quickly? That's basically Alfie right now.
Yeah.
And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, Sasha stole Beta from me. I need to get him back. He can't be on his own like that. He is very fragile and very.
Okay, well, we can help you.
Yeah,
can
we wanna help you,
Right
just,
now,
like-
we can help her. Why don't we just knock on Sasha's door and we'll go get him back for you?
And why
I'm
don't
sure
you just
she'll-
put down the side?
Yeah.
What was the name again?
Scythesicle.
Scythesicle.
Scythesicle? Yeah.
What
That's
did
really cool that you made that. But just let's keep it here and we'll go get Beta for you, okay? Cool.
We'll help you get Beta. Just don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, or us.
Oh, I'm not
preferably.
gonna hurt myself. I'm gonna hurt her.
Yeah.
No, you don't need to. She probably didn't mean to,
Take
just
Beta?
take him. But anyway, we'll get him back, okay? Okay.
I'm
Okay.
I'm gripping onto the scythesicle,
Al-
like white knuckle.
Yeah.
Alfie, give me this icicle.
Just for
Alfie.
now, she'll give it back.
Alfie, I don't want you to hurt yourself. give me the bicycle. And we'll help you get beta.
You still hear her humming happily behind the door.
We'll get beta. I put out a hand. Alfie,
I'm
trying to help you.
I aim the bicycle at the wall
Yeah.
that I can hear it coming from.
Okay, maybe, I'm gonna go knock on the door. Maybe if we just get Beta back, okay? So I'm gonna go and like knock on the door.
Yeah.
I'm just
And-
holding it. Like I'm not moving.
Yeah, I am preparing myself entirely for the moment Alfie wants to even make a move. Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
There's a knock on the door, Sasha.
Well, who could that be, I wonder, Mr. Beta?
That's probably my hero.
Your knight in shining armor,
Hello,
timely as ever.
Kira. Can I come in?
Oh, you're not Alfie. You're not the knight in shining. Come in. I just finished making us some tea.
Oh, great. And I'm gonna open the door.
You
And do I-
you see the bed,
Huh.
and you see Beta, the half needle, half starman, propped up with a bunch of pillows, and you see a blanket on the lower half of the scarecrow, and a little tray with some tea and cookies.
And you also, as the door like creaks open, you hear and they say that a hero could save us. I'm not gonna stand here and wait. Okay, who are you? Where's Alfie?
Yes, where's Alfie? We
she's
were
out-
expecting her for tea.
Here,
Alfie's
some
waiting
tea.
outside for beta.
Yeah. Do you mind if I take Beta and then?
Alfie.
No,
Alfie.
I do.
Alfie.
Do you mind?
Alfie.
They have. Come in. All of you, come in. I just made tea. Be rude.
Alfie.
It would be rude
Leave the bicycle. Give it to me.
to deny tea. Besides, Beta and I were just having a really good conversation, weren't we, Beta?
I
Alfie,
am
give it to Alfie.
starting
Give
to
it.
fucking spin the wheels.
No.
Oh,
All right.
But like you see it, like Kira sees too, by the way, that no harm has come to Beta, and Beta's like this, almost like this person at a tea party or whatnot, like a comfy blanket, like super pampered as like a tray, even though like Sesha knows that, Beta can't drink tea or whatnot. She still set up a really nice spread for him and stuff. And
all right, Sheepy. I would like to use my supremacy over gravity to make the end of the bicycle, very fucking heavy, and to make like gravity pull it to the ground so that she cannot hold that up.
Okay, yeah.
cut my arm off.
oh my gosh.
No, you don't. It'll just like fall to the ground. You won't
Well,
be able
because
to pick
you're
it up.
holding it, you're holding it ready to turn. So
Yeah.
it'd be the front end that would
Yeah.
essentially.
Yeah.
So, and that's a spell you have. So you can essentially, Nell like holds a hand out very quickly, and then just twists slowly, and for like half a second you feel like a little bit of like drag on the front of the sides, and then it's like you're holding a 10-ton weight. It just goes goosh and like hits into the floor and like embeds itself there. There's like a big kind of like crater as the floor like gives way.
And
I'm
then
just pulling on
with
this
the
thing.
other hand,
Yeah.
with the other arm, I gesture towards the door, and I'm like, "You can enter without the bicycle. Just leave it.
All I'm trying to do is lift this fucking
You won't be able
bicycle.
to.
I
Alfie,
am
you won't be able to lift it. Just leave it and go inside.
Alfie,
Get beta.
Alfie.
Just leave it.
Alfie.
You
Yes,
don't need
Beta,
to murder.
chant for Alfie. Alfie.
Can I like
Alfie.
focus
Alfie.
and control
Alfie.
instinct
Alfie.
and get Alfie to
Alfie.
come in but leave the scythe?
Control instinct as animals.
I mean, Alfie is only animal instinct right now.
Yeah, but there is.
Or body control just to get her to put it down.
I mean, I'm not gonna be able to lift it anyway, so I'll like. It will take me a minute to realize that I'm not going to be able to lift this thing. But like, I am eventually going to let go of it and just glare at Nell.
You hear us all chant. You hear Beta and
And
Yeah.
Sasha
Sasha
chanting Alfie.
chanting for you.
It's
I
like
give a little smile
on the
and
other
I
side
just,
of the door.
you can go in now.
Do you like step off her side so she could have a clear path?
You can go in now. Don't look at me like that. I'm
Come
trying to
on
help
now,
you.
ladies. Your tea's getting cold.
Is there just like a hand, like a trowel or something, like a gardening trowel in there as well?
There's like little hand sickles and etc. as well.
Sheepy, remind me if I'm like, correct me if I'm wrong. Could I essentially end the square of hallway where Alfie is in right now? I moved out of the way so she could have a clear path to the doorway.
Yeah.
Could I essentially in that square of Alfie and like the hallway that she's in before the doorway, move gravity so that she's pulled sideways slowly into the door?
Oh my god!
So just in that square, she would like gravity would be like pulling sideways so that she's slowly.
Who
So
is the real ragdoll here? Is it Beta or is it Alfie?
so yes, you can, but it will affect all of you.
Yeah, sure. I don't. Sure.
Like all of us, or just
I mean, the door's open,
So what is this gonna do exactly?
so it'll pull all of you into the center of the square outside the rooms.
Well, I would imagine that it would pull everyone like in the direction of like the doorway.
Yes,
She would have the
it
hallway.
it would slowly
Yeah.
be dragging them.
So
You've
we'd just be
essentially
like-
centered
Yeah,
yourself
everyone
right
would
there.
so would
Slowly
you
go
drag
sideways.
would you drag me too as well?
Yes, and also Beta.
Everyone would slowly move sideways, and I say,
Whoa.
Alfie, leave the
What?
weapons, go in.
What's
So
happening?
it's not an unstoppable force compelling you. It is a drag. So you can hold against it. You can, it's not like someone opened the airlock and suddenly everyone's getting dragged out.
I sense this, and I think Kira, you're in the doorway, right?
Kind of.
You see Sasha put the pot down. She's, I'm just trying to have some tea with the ladies. And I stomp over to the doors. I'm like, and I kind of go quickly because I'm being pulled that way.
Yeah.
And I grab Kira and I drag her into the, and I slam the door.
Whoa. Does that turn it off?
No.
Closing the door?
And then I go through the door. I go, if you want to talk
Alfie's
about
trying
this,
to
you can
murder
talk.
you, Sasha.
Yes, well, Alfie needs to calm down because Beta's just fine. And
I
Beta
grab a trowel
actually,
and run at her.
You hear this like,
well, I have the door closed.
yeah, she's like shouting through the door.
Yeah, no, I grab like a trowel or something, run out of the door like with the force of the gravity, and pass and like just jam the trowel into the door.
The moment
Question.
looking at you running like that, I know that like the gravity thing won't have any more effect. So just for funsies' sake, I'll let it drop the moment you try to push it in, so that you kind of stumble.
You asshole. Fuck.
Are there any plants
All right.
in the room
Before
or anywhere
any-
nearby?
It's
Before anyone does anything else, Alfie,
yeah.
please roll me a strength
A 1. Okay.
and I would say athletics.
Okay, so 2d10. Excellent. Okay.
Wait, with an additional dice because of the effects of the gravity.
Okay.
So
3d10.
3d10, please.
It's 1 success.
So essentially you kind of go past, and then as the pressure of the gravity pulling you back, like pulling you into the center, is released, you kind of go like rocketing and like hit the door, and what you kind of was thinking would probably be like a, like you'd start kind of hacking away at the door, or like just start chipping away at it or something. The trowel just goes whoosh, straight through. And on the other side, Sesha, you're essentially like talking through the door, and then this whoosh appears on the other side, and like there's this like goof thump of someone hitting the door.
I probably like hit the door and then fall down like on my ass kind of thing, just like.
You do
clunk.
know that this isn't our place, right? And that's technically
Alfie's still trying to murder you.
Yes, well, Alfie can get over herself and she can come inside and have
took
some
her
tea.
beta.
From-
Why did you take him?
From behind you, you hear, "Come in."
See, there we go. See, look, but I did not steal Beta. Look, he's here.
You did.
I mean, but you're here against, not against your own will
did it
now,
on-
are you?
Well,
And
like,
I point, I like have an arm around here and I turn her around and I look and I go, look.
I go to stand next to Alfie. Like I walk to her and I just hold out a hand. Just let's go get back Beta so that we can all rest for the day.
It's like, come. And I sit here on the bed. Give
And
her
I
some
hold
tea.
out a hand.
I kind of let her lead me around, but while she's doing all of this, I'm like, can I?
There are plants around because Baba Yaga would have, multiple like spice plants and stuff.
Yeah,
And
I think
herbs.
I'm kind of freaking out a little bit that everybody's all whatever, and so things just randomly start growing. And I don't know if anybody
just kind
notices,
of
but
just blooming and very slowly
Yeah, just
like
out of nowhere.
extending and
and I just kind of sit on the bed and I'm just like stressed. So I'm just kind of sitting there staring around, and then I look at Beta. I'm like, do you really want to stay here? Blink twice for yes.
He can't blink.
I don't have eyes, so
Yes.
Okay, just tell me then.
hello.
Hi. Are you okay?
Yeah. I mean, I'm stuck in a crystal, which is stuck in a metal spear person.
Poor
Can
I-
Alfie was bullying Beta.
Well, that's
Stuck
not
Beta
true.
in the scarecrow. Yes,
That's not
yes,
even-
she was. She was shutting the door on you and then opening it and shutting the door on you and leaving you in there. And it's quite
But I
mean.
think
I felt
Beta's her
sorry
friend.
for Beta.
Right, Beta?
Huh?
You're Alfie's friend?
Servant, friend, antagonist, call it what you will.
But you want to be with her, right?
Well, why,
I'm not
you got a
stopping
better
anybody
offer?
from taking Beta,
Oh, I'm a
but
chit.
I think it would be more fitting if Alfie came and got Beta herself.
Well,
And
she's
I
trying to, but she
hold
might
up
kill
my
you
hand.
in the process.
But why? I haven't done any harm to Beta. Look, he
Because
looks
you took
extremely
him without her
comfortable.
permission.
I don't see the problem here.
Wait,
I
Kira?
go ahead.
Who do you work for? Like, who's your mentor?
Guinevere?
Oh, yeah, no, I'm good then. I'll stay with Alfie.
Yeah, I figured. It's fine. Okay, why don't we just everybody have some tea? Okay, Alfie and Nell, we're just gonna have some tea, and then Beta's gonna go with Alfie to her room, and I'm gonna go back to Kit in my room. And everybody's just gonna go to their rooms and relax. Okay,
Sounds
please?
like a fucking great idea.
Right?
Alfie, come here, please. I'm sorry for taking Beta, but I saved you a nice seat right next to him. Now, please come in and have some tea.
So I would be pretty stunned from slamming into the door.
Yeah,
Like, borderline, like, Little teeny tiny concussion.
Well,
So
I
I
would
probably.
say it's probably shaken off the emotional manipulation.
Oh, fair enough.
It wasn't
So I
that
probably-
strong to begin with.
No, but it's essentially like it like drains it out of you. It's gone. So you have to build it back up, or you have to get it. Like it's not stopping you, but it's down to you whether Alfie, like volcanoes back up, or has been sufficiently knocked on her butt to be like, man, maybe I should just be chill because these ladies just won't stop messing with me.
Look, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm nicely standing next to her, trying to help.
So I mean, I'd be stunned enough that I'd like, as I'm trying to get up, I'd probably instinctively find Nell's hand and
Yeah.
like accept the help up, and then get to the door.
On the door is like a little like nail with a string. Goes to like a like little wooden sign that says Alfie and Sesha's room.
Oh.
I tear
didn't
the
see that.
sign off
Okay.
and throw it away. I kick the door in, stomp inside.
Hey,
Oh,
Alfie!
wait. Kick
What?
the door in, right? That's not knocking.
I get scared and like some plant just starts growing really tall. Like I don't even notice it. I don't know if anybody
I
else
was gonna
notices
say,
it, but
does
just a
she
plant
get
in, the
in because
background.
she doesn't knock?
She does get in, yeah.
Okay, just clarified. Okay.
Alfie!
You didn't even knock.
I reach into this, like, I'm trying to like tear the metal
You can
bullshit.
you can like bend it and essentially like it's
You do notice that he is still propped up in the bed with
Yeah.
the nice little tea spread and the blanket on him and whatnot.
I actually purposefully rip the head off first,
okay.
throw it on the ground, get Beta out of it, and then stomp out of the room.
Yeah, the just for context's sake, this is like solid metal, just like rips the head off and then just like bends all this like really long, thick kind of like, metal needles, just kind of bends them apart, grabs Beta, and then just starts walking out.
I just fucking walk out.
Okay.
I use quick rewind.
Bitch, god damn it. God damn it.
What are you rewinding?
When she tries to go through the door, I shut the door.
You want to rewind the door? Easy
Shutting.
enough. Yeah. So the door, which was like semi off its hinges, like jumps up slightly and like reattaches
I,
itself
like,
to
you-
the... Yeah.
I'm holding my tea and I snap my fingers.
And then the door. Just as a sidebar, Nell, would you have walked in with Alfie? I assume.
No, so it's extremely rude that she
Oh.
shut the door.
Okay. So the door shuts, and you're just stood outside, like. Okay.
Oh wait, but no.
Seeing the door close, I'm going to just put Beta back on my neck and just gently open the door.
Rewind it. Aren't you
Am
going to
I-
stay for tea?
I stayed for tea.
Yes, Beta stayed for tea.
Please
Now
stay
you
for
need to
tea.
stay for tea.
I didn't have a
Kira's here
choice,
for
but-
tea.
I don't like tea.
As she's standing there, I would like to. Is it possible for me to rewind it in the sense that the door is unhinged and opens up again?
That would be. Oops, sorry. That would be like fast forwarding. It would be pushing
Fast
it
forwarding?
back
Okay.
forward in time.
Could I
You could with
Push
your
just
Yeah,
with just the
time.
door though? But I snap my fingers again, and obviously the door opens in front of Nell. Nell, please come in. We're all having tea.
This plant, like I'm kind of hyperventilating, like
No.
sitting on this bed, just like freaking out. And this one plant, like maybe by the door somewhere, is literally just like growing out of control, and it like flops onto the ground, and it's now in the way when they're walking. So like you're gonna trip over it if they don't notice it.
Yeah.
Sasha
meanwhile, I'm
probably
just
sees
sitting
it from the
there.
corner of her eye, but she doesn't mind. She's like, whatever. Like, that's
So-
fine.
The door like kind of makes the same motion as when you kicked it in, where it essentially like falls slightly off the hinges and smashes against the wall and makes a little dent in the wall as well, and then it's open again.
Nell, come in. It's tea time.
Please.
No one's gonna have tea until you stop antagonizing them, Sesha.
I'm not antagonizing everyone. Everybody has what they want. Kira has
You are.
tea. Alfie, has
Kira's
really want
beta.
hyperventilating and Alfie is
I just want
furious.
everyone to calm down. That'd be really good.
I'm completely calm.
I open the door, like kind of kick it open, not
door's already
aggressively. Yeah. So it's on like it's slightly open. So I'll just like kick it open a bit more to like fully open it, and kind of take a step back and motion with my head and say like, "You can leave, Kira."
Okay, I'm
Healthy
gonna get
as
up and
well.
like walk out, and I just step over the plant and keep going.
And I'll keep eye contact with Sesha.
And I'm just gonna look up at Nell, look back down, shuffle out. Thanks. Just book it downstairs, like away from the rooms.
Yeah, I'm
And
going back up to my room.
I'm actually gonna go into the little cupboard that I crawled into from the window, and just shut the door.
Okay.
Let's
Yeah,
not
I kind of run back up to
antagonize.
my room and close the door and just like sit next to Kit and just like breathe.
It wasn't antagonizing at all. I just wanted some tea with everyone before they went off to their own rooms and secluded themselves, kept to themselves, and talked to anyone.
Next time, my advice: just ask them.
Really? Coming from you who's wanted to, leave this place and not talk to anyone.
Those two things have nothing to do with each other.
How does it now? You wanted to leave in the first place.
Yes, and those two also wanted to leave this situation, so I made sure they could leave. Just as
Well,
I'll make
aren't
sure
you
that I
their
made
knight
it
in
leave.
shining armor?
I'm only
That's probably why
trying to
Merlin
help
finds you so
Sesha.
charming, I'm sure.
And I'm sure that you antagonizing makes you so charming to Baba Yaga.
Actually, it does.
I'm only trying to help.
Yes, well, I was also trying to help, but I guess we do that in our own way now, don't we?
I'm gonna wisely step out of the situation and let you have your tea. I think that's best.
You're more than welcome to have tea with me if you'd like.
No, I don't think I would.
All right. Suit yourself then. Have a good night.
I close the door.
Okay. You close the door, and for a moment, we're going to quickly switch to Kira walking into her room.
I'm still like kind of hyperventilating, and I literally just like walk in and close the door and just plop down next to Kit.
Yeah, as you walk in the room, you see from the kit bed, let's call it, the ears like perk up and the head turns around, and hey Kira,
Hi.
how did your bonding time go?
Not super well.
Did you make friends?
Maybe. Nell seems kind of cool. They're all really interesting.
Yeah.
They have a lot more control than I do. I think I kind of grew some plants by accident. I was kind of stressed. Everybody's, I don't know, testing each other or something. I don't like it.
Okay. Well,
The plant might still be growing. I'm not really sure. I don't know if anyone noticed.
did you lose?
Lose?
Yeah.
What?
Well, I assume it was like, a test of dominance?
Oh. Maybe. Yeah, I definitely lost.
Uh-oh.
I tried though. Kinda.
Did you?
Oh god. I don't know. I need to calm down. Okay.
Well, it's late, and you should probably sleep.
Yeah. That's probably a good idea.
And I've heard that tomorrow is another day,
Uh-huh.
so
Yep.
try again tomorrow. And if someone tries to assert their dominance,
Huh?
I have heard that it's good to spray urine in their face.
Oh. That's probably a bad idea. I think that would just make them angry.
Works for foxes.
Uh-huh. I think I'm gonna go lay down. Okay,
Maybe it's skunks. Is it skunks?
that might be skunks. That's not any better. I don't think that would make them like me very much. I'm gonna have a drink of water and go to sleep. Do you have everything you need?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. If a random plant just starts growing somewhere, just
I'll nibble
wake
it
me
down.
up. Okay, that works. That's even better. Thanks, Kit. Okay,
Not a problem.
I'm just gonna lay down now.
And we may need to take a moment as Cat's internet may have finally given out.
Do we want to go to break?
Yeah, let's take a very quick break and see if we can get Cat back. We'll figure it out very quickly, guys. Be right back.
BRB.
And we're back. So, we have just left Kira, going to bed. And we are going to join Alfie in the closet under the stairs.
Finally, like, my breathing is finally starting to slow down. And so is my brain.
Well, I think that's probably the best introduction you've ever had.
Definitely not the worst.
Not the worst. You have, however, found yourself hiding under the stairs.
It's also not the worst place.
It's not the worst.
You really enjoyed it way too much.
Which part?
All of it.
All of it from when I was alive, or from when I died, or from when I was ensorcelled into this gem, or from
From
when
the stuffed Alfie. And then the tea time.
I wouldn't say I enjoyed it.
Well, you didn't not enjoy it.
Also true.
listen, if you don't want to do this, it's fine. If you want to go and like be Sasha's tea date, then fine. But I'm trying to do important work here. Okay, I'm very serious about the stuff and the testing. And if you're not gonna be serious about this, then we're gonna have a problem.
You're so serious that you ran away and hid under the stairs.
Well, I'm just finding a comfortable place to sit for now, okay? I needed to think.
Okay.
And you're not helping.
Was I supposed to be helping?
Sometimes you're helpful, and it's nice. Most other times you're not. So, be helpful.
Yes, O great and powerful master. I shall serve you as an undead soul. I shall do your bidding as you
Alfie
command.
just starts crying. Starts
Hey,
crying.
now. What?
It's a lot, okay?
I mean... What's a lot?
Everything.
Everything is a lot, that is true.
And she took you, and I don't know what I'm gonna do if you're just like gone.
That's very nice. Morgan would not approve, but that's very nice.
Yeah, well, Morgan can kick space shuttles or whatever the heck she does.
I don't think Morgan ever kicks space shuttle. I don't
Or
even...
ships,
that's not even
whatever. She can kick ships.
She kicks headstones.
Yeah, she does that too. I don't know. I just don't want. I don't. I just want to make things that are cool and do, interesting things. Okay, and I don't know what the rest of these people are all about, but they don't know me. They don't know you.
Right. It's kind of what introductions are all about, I guess.
Yeah, well, was that a really good introduction? Because you seem to be having a great old time.
I mean, I got to know Sasha a little bit.
Yeah, well,
You tried to attack her with scythes.
because she took you.
Right, to the other room. Where you could have opened the door and said, hey, could I please have Beta back?
Nobody can touch you.
Didn't actually touch me, that would have been interesting.
Nobody can touch the container that you're in.
Also didn't touch the container I was in.
Well, the container that the container was in.
The house?
Can you shut up? God, now you listen. Can you say something comforting?
You know, it doesn't suck that much to die.
Maybe one day I'll find out.
Oh, without a doubt.
What was it like dying?
I guess it depends how you die.
Remind me how you died again?
Sacrificed in a volcano.
Oh, yeah. You think it helped them?
I mean, up until the point the volcano erupted, I'm sure it helped them a lot.
Oh. I mean, it was probably over pretty quick, right? You just like burned up and stuff.
Yeah. Head first. You always want to go in a volcano head first.
That makes sense.
Otherwise, it's slow.
Yeah.
I know I'm supposed to shut up, Alfie, but can I ask a question?
Fine.
Who's the kid?
Huh?
Good.
What kid? Where?
In front of you.
I am gonna look up, I guess.
Yeah. Like sitting on a like little box, kind of a little bit hunched over because of the stairs kind of going up. So it's dark in here. It's hard to see. You can see an outline. What you can essentially see is like a very fuzzy, staticky kind of black outline. The figure itself is kind of outlined and black and fuzzy itself. It seems like and your essentially your senses tell you that there's someone there, just kind of like a good space across from you, like on the other side of the closet. But yeah, just sitting there.
Huh. Hey, you can stay here if you want to.
Thank you.
What's your name?
My name... Kilja?
Kildra.
Kilja. Ja,
Kilja.
I think.
Can I tell if this is like a soul?
Mm,
Do I recognize like what this outline is, or is it new to me?
yeah, if you kind of like focus those senses, it kind of like tap into your sight that lets you see spirits, lets you see the dead, and there's an outline which very often has that like kind of spirity, soul-y glow type thing. But no, it's not a soul.
You're not dead, are you?
I hope not.
Do you know what you are?
Kilja.
Yeah, but like I'm a human.
Me too,
And oh,
I think.
okay. Do you live here?
Yeah?
Do you know Shelby?
Who?
Oh, okay. He owns the house that we're in.
Oh. When I came here, no one owned the house.
Oh. Well, I don't know when he bought it or anything, but I guess, I mean, I don't see why he wouldn't let you stay. He kind of just let another 4 of us stay, and he's gonna like teach us magic and stuff, so.
Oh, I did that too.
Oh, you got taught magic stuff?
Yeah, some mages found me, and they said that I was, gifted, and they taught me. There was, Morgana, Merlin, Arthur, a couple of others.
Guinevere?
Guinevere, yeah. Well, she didn't really have much to do with it at all. But then they said that I was no good, that I couldn't do anything. So I was told to leave. I just didn't. And they never found me.
So, but they said you were gifted, and then they said you were no good?
Nope.
Oh, that doesn't seem right. That's not very nice of them.
Right?
Well, can you still do magic?
No.
Oh. Well, you can hang out with me if you want. And Beta.
Hey. Okay. How did I get here?
I don't know. We can find out. Probably. I don't know a lot about. I mean, I know some magic stuff, but like most of the stuff I do is making things.
Oh, I can do magic stuff too. I can make spaces smaller or bigger. I can move in between them if I want.
Oh.
And I can make it so that other people can't do magic.
Whoa.
Do you want to see?
Kind of? Yeah. Can you?
And he reaches like again, you can't see features or anything. It's like dark shadow. Reaches out his hand, and this like very light blue flame appears in the air and makes this complicated, like kind of runic looking symbol in the air in fire, and then stops, and a circle begins to form around it, and another circle around that, and another circle around that, and then from that third circle, these little tendrils of fire start spreading out all over the place in like a kind of 3D, you know, like expansion until it fills the closet. A couple of them even go towards you and like go through you. You don't sense anything, nothing changes. Okay, now you can try.
Try to make this space bigger?
No, now you can try it and do magic.
Okay. Well, Beta, can you hear me? Beta?
It's okay. He can hear you. You just can't hear him because you've cut off from the.
Well, can you bring it back?
Yeah, but I have to undo the spell.
Okay, so I can't do magic right now.
No.
Can anyone else in the house do magic?
Yes, it's because I just made it in this room. I can do it for the whole house if you want to, but that will take longer.
No, it's okay. But like if I stepped outside of this room, then
You
it
can,
could work.
yeah, you can still do magic.
Whoa. What else can you do?
That's it. Oh, well, also technically, I'm supposed to be able to sense and deconstruct spells. Was told that I could counter the spells that are being crafted and made, and I can see the makeup of them, and I can take them apart.
Can you put them back together?
No, I can't, because like those aren't my areas of influence. My influence is magic. It's not the others. Except for space, I can still do space.
Can you make this room bigger?
Yes.
Can you make it like twice as big?
Yes.
Can you do it now?
Okay, but I have to take away the no magic thing.
Okay.
Okay.
I kind of miss hearing Alfie's voice, or Beta's voice anyway.
And he reaches out, and the darkness of his hand collapses over the fire, and all the tendrils start to pull back in and go back into his hand. And then he says, "Okay," and you just, as the last of the tendrils disappear, you just hear, "We've gotta get out of this place."
Hey, stop it! Oh my god.
Hey, you can hear me now. Okay, good. Hey, Alfie. Who's the kid?
Hi. His name is. Her name was. Are you? What are you?
Hmm?
Are you a boy or a girl or neither?
Killjoy.
They're Kilja.
Hey, Killjoy. Hello.
They can take away magic in places, and they can make the space big and small. I think they can control the whole house.
Okay. Well, is that why all the rooms have been doing what the rooms have been doing?
Wait, can you make rooms be specific things? Like, if I said, I'd like to open this door and this room will have a big cake in it, kind of thing.
I can't make cake.
Can you make?
I can make a room that has a cake, but I can't make cake.
Oh.
If there's cake in the house, I can make a room with a cake, but I can't make a room with making a cake because I can't make a cake. You know?
Oh. I think I get it. Are you making rooms that already exist?
I'm not doing anything.
Oh. Okay.
Did you want the room to be bigger? Because you said you wanted the room to be bigger.
Yeah, kind of just want to see it if it's not too much trouble, you know?
Okay. I'll see you later then. And he turns and walks into the wall.
Wait. Do you have to leave for that?
Do you say that before he walks into the wall, or?
Probably like as he's walking into the wall, I'd be like, oh.
In that case, he'll keep going and walk into the wall. A few seconds go by, and then the room starts to extend and starts to move out a little bit. Kind of doubles the size of what it was.
Whoa.
That's
Kilja,
weird.
you're amazing.
That's weird, right?
I mean, you're weird, but I still keep you around.
Thanks.
Yeah, well, still mad at you.
For what?
Kilja, you can make the room back to its regular size if you want. Thank you for showing me.
Nothing changes.
Okay. I just kind of like tap on the wall, but like almost in like a petting way kind of thing.
So, if you made this your room, is this where we're sleeping? Are we gonna be that tropey?
Tropey? What trope is that?
The poor magical kid living under the stairs, really? If you smack your head against the door hard enough, maybe you'll get a scar.
You're so rude and uncalled for. And I'm just gonna I'll just open the door of the pantry, I guess, open a little bit, just to see if anyone's kind of outside at this point.
No, it's just the hallway on the bottom floor.
Okay. I kind of just want to like keep it cracked and just wait until everyone's kind of gone to bed.
Okay.
Before I go up the stairs and start looking for my own room.
In that case, we will quickly check in with Nell. Probably back in time a little bit as well. It doesn't have to particularly be a scene about it, but I'm wondering what Nell is going to do in terms of sleeping arrangements.
I think,
Oh, as a sidebar, when the door is slammed, when you close the door after confronting Sesha, there's like a nail string, just says Sesha's room.
alright. I think I will quickly move to the last room, like the last door in the same hallway.
Yeah.
But I'll quickly move there. Open it, imagining almost like Nell needs it at this moment, just very similar to the room she had in Merlin's house. Where it's just like cozy. It's totally not the decor she would choose.
Yeah.
But it's like comfortable and known. So I think needing that kind of comfort, and also something important to her would be that there's a lock on the door inside.
Okay. Like a bolt lock type.
Yeah, like a physical lock. And she would move in there like very distracted because she's like constantly in her head. Also like probably murmuring to herself a bit silently because there's no one around.
Yeah.
Being like, you did the right thing, you helped them, like it's fine. Like she appreciates it. Surely you helped her, like you did good. And as she like says that kind of to herself, she'll just like go into the room. And I think all of the thoughts of the things she still wanted to experiment on, like traveling through the house and stuff like that, that's all like forgotten for the moment. Because that like whole confrontation took a lot out of her.
Yeah. There's a little like pinned picture, you know, one of those like old people pictures, which is there's like stitched motto saying in them on the wall, and it just says remember, the real magic is where you look lost.
Yeah, I think she'll just be very comforted by the fact that this looks like the room back at Merlin's house.
Yeah.
And also convenient for the fact that she did not pack any stuff. She was planning to just open like a portal and like push her hand through and just get whatever she needed.
Yeah.
So I think she'll be satisfied with that and not venture out anymore. Feeling kind of spent.
All right. In that case, we will finally go to Alfie. You will be able to open the final door. Essentially, there's one door that says Eleanor's room. There's one door that says Sesha's room. If you go up the stairs, you'll find a very simple hallway with just one door that says Kira's room. There is one other door, which was the bathroom, which you can try if you want, or you can keep going if you'd like.
After everything, I kind of just want to be as far away from people as possible. So I'm going to go up another flight of stairs.
Okay.
To a third floor then.
The third floor is kind of what you'd expect it to be. A little darker. There's like a chandelier with candles in them. And the carpet on the floor is a lot more kind of like archaic and like lots of patterns and things on it. Just a little bit older looking, a little bit more archaic.
Okay, so I'll go to the door. I don't know how many doors there are, but like door at the end of the hall.
How many doors were you expecting?
Probably 2 or 3.
There's 3.
Okay, so I'd go to the third door and just open it, and I don't know.
Tired, wiped out, just looking for somewhere to sleep.
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. There's a pretty simplistic room, closet, drawers, all that type of thing, and then a very simple bed, you know, kind of like not massive king size, just, you know, double. Nothing overly complicated. Just duvet, pillows.
Yeah, I'll stuff my bag with all my electronics and stuff under the bed and just have it hidden. And like, I'm not even gonna like open up the bed or anything. I'm just gonna grab a blanket and just crash.
Night,
As I
Alfie.
curl up. Night, Beta.
And everyone goes to sleep for the night.
Oh, I don't get anything?
So, can we assume a morning routine whereby people get up, they locate the bathroom, they brush their teeth, they locate basically downstairs, locate a kitchen individually, and then reconvene when the house, essentially, there's like a little reverberating voice around the house that says, could everyone meet in the same room we met yesterday, please? We're going to start class in about 15 minutes. Thank you.
I would definitely say yes to that routine, and I will even say that from my side, it'll be like very avoidant of people. So like the whole morning routine of like a bathroom, kitchen stuff, but like avoidant of people. Like if I will literally go as far as to say as if I see someone in a hallway, I'll portal out.
Yeah, okay.
I think Kira also is kind of avoiding people. I mean, obviously she'll like use the restroom and get herself ready to like be around people and all that, but she'll probably just like be in her room doing yoga or something.
I will purposely knock on every single door, and I don't expect an answer, and I go, "Good morning, Kira. Good morning, Nell. Good morning, Alfie and Beta. Rise and shine, it's a brand new day."
Alfie would still be in her room.
And you
Yeah.
you can hear her like humming down the hall. She's got her cane and she's twirling it around.
Oh god, she's a morning person as well.
God damn it, it couldn't get any worse.
I love her. I love her so much.
A little detail I'll add on the little name at the front of the door.
Yeah.
The little board. It'll be like scratched out and like rewritten. Like Eleanor would be scratched out, and it would be rewritten with Nell just like on the side.
Yeah.
Just as a little detail.
Absolutely.
Is Shelby down, I'm assuming, in the kitchen?
He's down in the white room.
Oh, right. Well, I'm going to assume I passed by it to get to the kitchen.
Yeah.
Good morning, Shelby.
Oh,
Hope you had some good sleep and you won't be falling asleep at the desk.
hello, Sasha. No. I did sleep, yes, and I won't be sleeping. Thank you for inquiring.
Excellent. Would you like a cup of coffee or something? Maybe a biscuit?
No. I'm very good, thank you.
All right.
Just make sure not to be late.
Yes. I'm never late. I'm always at the exact time I'm supposed to be. You know, time and all that.
Good. And
I head towards the kitchen.
Yeah. I'm assuming everyone's avoiding each other for the most part, aside, like, you know. Okay, so in that case, we will reconvene. I imagine. Would anyone be early?
No, I'd be exactly on time.
I was gonna say, like, you'd be exactly on time, so.
I'd probably be like a minute early, maybe
Yeah.
like almost right on time, but just a minute early.
Oh, and as you go to leave, you hear Kit saying, "Kira, I'm gonna stay here if that's okay."
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, of course. Whatever you want to do.
Yeah, I just feel, you know, maybe it'd be easier for you to talk to people properly if you don't have me as like a crutch.
Maybe.
Go and make some friends. But not
I'll
like
try.
good friends, because I'm your good friend. But like decent friends at least.
I'll try. I
Alright.
always have you.
Yeah, you do. Have fun.
Thanks. Enjoy napping.
Thank you.
And I look down at my watch, and I'm just like, oh god, I'm gonna be late,
Yeah.
even though I'm gonna be on time. And I like run down there because I'm paranoid because
Yes.
Guinevere.
And you walk into the White Room. It's the same setup as last time. And Shelby says, "Ah, Kira. Yes, please. Take a seat. Take a seat. The rest of them should be here momentarily."
What are we gonna be studying today?
Magic. We're going to go through some of the basics.
Okay,
All right.
cool.
And then probably very momentarily after that, Sesha, you walk in.
Hello, Kira. How are
Hi,
your nerves
Sasha.
doing?
They're fine.
Oh,
Better
good.
having slept.
Well, you know that plant in my room?
Oh. Yeah.
It's grown monstrous all over the place, climbing the walls and everything like that.
Buried
Oh,
itself
God.
into the ceiling.
It's absolutely ginormous, and I just had one thing to say to you, and that was thank you.
Oh, you like it?
Of course I do.
Oh.
Plants should not be constricted to just one singular pot. They should be allowed to blossom and bloom and outstretch their arms, not be constricted by something.
I'm so happy you feel that way.
Of
It kinda
course.
happens around
That's
me a
just
lot.
the way it is. I could say that you need the same. And she goes ahead and she takes a seat on that note.
Who's in next? Alfie or Nell?
I will take that moment to, if allowed, trying to practice with navigating the house a bit more. Nell will try to, and also not being used to using stairs and all of that
Yeah.
stuff. Nell will probably try to portal into the White Room.
You cannot find the White Room.
I knew that, so I'll probably be late because I will be trying that for a decent amount of time.
Okay. In that case, Alfie?
I mean, I would probably wait until a couple minutes even after I was supposed to. Like, it'd be like 16, 17 minutes, maybe like not quite 20, but like just pushing it. Where like I just wanted to stay in bed for a little too long. And then probably Beta was like, we gotta go.
Yeah.
We gotta get up. Come on, let's go. Like, so I'd
So-
probably get up without even being able to get breakfast or anything.
Okay. When you wander in, is it like head down, go to desk, don't look at people?
Yeah, I have my laptop with me. I go over to the desk. I like scooch it over just a smidge, drop it down, and then like sit like I was the other day. Or the day before.
Ah, Alfie, Beta, how did you both sleep?
I don't sleep, so great.
Good, I'm glad.
I just don't answer. I just start typing.
Alfie had an interesting night. Please ask again later.
Oh, all right.
No? A little bit late? Huffing in?
Yeah, kind of distraught. I like eventually make my way down there using the stairs, and come in and just like look at Shelby immediately, and I'm like, I cannot for my life find this room.
Oh, did you get lost now?
I couldn't find the room.
Were we playing with doors again? No?
No. I
What?
just
Oh, well, they're quite fun.
You're not going to be able to find this specific room. This room is.
I
here
had to
for
use the
a-
stairs, Shelby.
Yes,
The stairs.
to go up and down floors, very often we use the stairs. I'm afraid I haven't been able to install elevators in here for the life of me. Also, it could be quite dangerous. You could go way too high.
Is there a new desk?
Yeah.
Great. Nell will just not get it, and just like constantly like making like murmuring like the fucking stairs. I couldn't like. Why the fuck couldn't I? God fucking damn it! And like go over to the desk.
All right, everyone. Please sit down. And you know, this isn't anything too formal or anything like that, but I want to talk to you all about the foundation of magic before we get into individual situations and things like that. It shouldn't take too long, and we'll get to what you can all individually do and what that means, and we'll start talking about spells and everything along those lines. But to begin with, we should discuss what magic is. Okay? Now, you are all aware that you have the ability to change things around you, whether that be time, the space, the even growing plants, for example. Do you know why that is? Right.
Why we can do it, or
Yes.
I don't know. I just can? Isn't it like innate?
It is, to a degree.
well, some magic, if not most, isn't it affected by emotion?
Oh, to some degree, yes, but I'm talking about the ability themselves. So, reality is not solid. It is manipulable. And we all are aware of that on what we would essentially consider to be a cellular level. We are all able to manipulate what is real. And that is the core of magic. So, existence is not a set thing. Therefore, what controls reality and what controls existence? Anyone?
Voodoo? Mages?
No.
You're really gonna do this the first thing in the morning?
Yes. Because this is important. So listen. People. The existence we have is essentially chaotic. It could be anything. It could exist in any form. The thing that gives it stability is people. And the same steadfast perception of billions of people believing the same thing. And that is what we can manipulate. Because we are not just another person believing the same reality. We have come to realize that things can be changed. That reality is bendable. That what is perceived is not necessarily what is real. Yes?
But there are rules that govern what can be changed, aren't there?
There are limits. Very often.
There are no rules.
There are rules.
Well, I mean rules in the sense that, you know, like everybody has their own set of rules, you know, establishments have their rules, governments have their rules, but that doesn't mean that they can't be broken.
I mean, rules are very variable. I do have to agree there.
Oh, Guinevere's rules.
Yes, well, let's not worry about Guinevere right now. It's fine.
Yeah,
So-
Probably the reason
look
why you
around
have
the
panic
street.
attacks.
Well. Anyway, please continue.
No, it is a good point. So, Sesha, there are no rules. Please, create in the middle of this room a green dinosaur for me. Let's say a Brontosaurus, why not?
You want me to create a Brontosaurus?
Sure.
That'd be so cool.
I don't think OOC, I don't think I could do that.
No.
Yeah. Okay. I can't unless you want me to conjure that blasted ball and then toss things in it and hope that what I get out of it is a Brontosaurus.
I could make a spirit one.
But there are no rules, Sesha. Therefore,
wait,
you
There
should...
are,
That
there are
isn't-
rules, but there are limits. Those are
Yes.
two different things.
There are limits. And there is affinity. Which we will get to.
That's not about rules, though. Like, the fact that she can't conjure a fucking dinosaur in the middle of the room is just because she hasn't been taught to, or because she doesn't know how. That's not about rules.
Like I said, limits. Has nothing to do with rules.
Oh, it does have to do with rules.
And why is that?
Because you have not learned the necessary skills or the necessary abilities or the necessary affinities to be able to do it. Learning is something that must happen for you to be able to do something.
Also, interest, by the way. A volunteering party, and I had no interest in learning how to summon a Brontosaurus.
But you can't do it even if you did have interest,
Well, no, of course not. I'd have to learn.
which is a rule. If you wish to do something, you must learn how to do it. There
That
is a
doesn't
rule.
really... doesn't... Your definition of rules is very different from mine. I'm taking it.
What about
What are
when you
your
do things when you
definitions?
don't mean to do them?
What?
That is a lack of control and a lack of understanding of your abilities.
But what
Something
you
very
just
common.
what you just described is requirements, not rules.
What's the difference?
If she wants to do that, she's required to learn it, rethought it. It's not like a rule that she can break or anything. Like, I guess in some form or something, she would be able to do whatever you're asking her, but like, it could happen, you know, if
It
she
could.
tried hard enough. It's not like set.
Sounds like a rule to me.
Fine, magic has rules.
All right.
And like Nella kind of like lays down her head on her desk.
Now, this perception, these rules, if you are more comfortable, we will call them guidelines. These guidelines, what dictates them? Aside from, obviously, the collective acknowledgement, the collective consciousness of people. Something very simple.
Nature?
No. You can manipulate a plant to grow faster than it's naturally able. Nature is as manipulable as any other thing. Something to do with people.
Sight?
She just shrugs. Leans back.
Nell makes a little groaning noise from like still her head having on the desk, like, ugh.
Boredom. It is something that only people are capable of. Being bored. The absolute mundanity of existence causes people to see things as they expect them to be. That is the collective vision of humanity. We are bored, and therefore we see things as we expect them to be, not as they actually are. For those of you who have come into your abilities, come into your powers, some part of you, dormant, has woken up, and you are no longer bored.
Beg to disagree. She just
I was
like
just going to say, I'm actually
lifts-
pretty bored right now.
Current situation
Definitely
excluded.
not bored.
Wait, so we just got magic because we were bored?
No. Those who are bored, those who do not take the time to see what's really there, what really is a possibility, those are the ones, the collective consciousness, let's say, of existence that create the rules, that create the accepted mundanity of existence.
So, you're just going to sit here and you're going to talk to us and ask us questions that we don't know about, and you clearly know we don't know about, and then we're going to try and guess them, and then we're going to be wrong, then you're going to explain it to us. We're going to half pay attention. When do we get on to the whole actually practicing magic part?
Welcome to teaching, Sesha, and learning. So,
Ever heard of hands-on learning?
yes, we are getting
Shelby?
there in a moment. Don't you worry. So,
I don't think she's worrying.
those of us with the ability to notice what is there and what is not there are mages. We tap into reality via our nature, our personality, and our training. So those things that you find yourself able to manipulate, able to change reality, are based around who you are, what you do, and what you learn.
I would really like to learn control.
We will get
That'd
to
be
control.
great.
Now, with all of that out of the way, and under the understanding that probably you didn't listen to or understand half of that, let us do the pencil test.
What's that?
And he walks over to a desk and puts down 4 glasses with a pencil in them.
What are we meant to do?
So, one by one, I want you to all damage or destroy the pencil without damaging or destroying the glass. Feel free to go in whatever order you like. Any volunteers? Oh, and of course, to be fair, he picks up another glass and puts it down. I have one as well.
I will get up and go over and try to use my shaping on.
You don't have to get up and go over if you don't want.
Oh. Okay, then I'm just gonna look over and then look at the pencil.
You tap into the makeup of things, what things are made of, their construction, and you see how the pencil is constructed, how the glass is constructed, how the table is constructed. You see the bonds that tie them together. You see the ways you can manipulate reality to shift them into different things, or you can just apply some pressure and take away those bonds that hold the pencil together. You can take away the bonds that hold the glass together, or the table as well.
I mean, I just want to do the one pencil.
Okay.
Yeah, so I want to just take it, and then looking at the bonds, just kind of like split it up the seams and just shatter it.
If you like, you can turn it into dust. Like, take away everything that combines it, or you can split it in half, or you can split it into like neat eighths, like whatever you want, really.
Can I almost like skin it like an orange almost?
Cause it to like peel away slowly and just peel and peel and peel until it's just the lead, and then the lead starts to peel. Yeah. So it just starts to flake apart, like starts to peel away like a multi-layered banana until there's nothing left there, and it's just flakes and strips of pencil. Very good, Alfie. Very good.
Destroy the pencil and not the glass, you said?
Yes, please.
All right. Get up. Walk over. I take the pencil out and I break it. And then I go sit back down.
Anyone else?
I'd kind of look at Sasha and be like, oh, that's so much simpler than what I was thinking.
I did exactly as it was. Make sure you break the pencil without breaking the glass.
That was
I
the
didn't break
request.
any. Yep. You don't need to make it complicated.
But I want to try and do it with magic. Okay, question.
Kira,
Uh-huh.
why do you want to do it with magic?
Because I'm trying to learn to control my magic, so this would require some control if I used it, right?
That is true. But is this a situation in which you need to use magic?
Well, no.
Then why...
Sometimes-
Showed us you don't.
Sometimes control, Kira dear, as she kind of leans over, is not using your magic at all.
It's hard for me, actually.
And I wink at her.
Yeah, alright, fuck this
My ladder.
bullshit. No. Stands up, walks over to the desk. Assuming I can use magic right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I take the pencil, I open a little portal, push my hand through. It comes back out with one of those electrical pencil sharpeners that you can just keep pushing it in. I put it on the desk. I just like zzz, like all the way down until there's nothing left, and I'm like, pencil destroyed.
Very good now.
I give a golf clap.
Kira?
Well, I do need the practice. So, okay, 2 questions. One, do I sense any life inside the pencil that I can?
No.
Do I sense any termites in the house at all? Anywhere?
I'd say yes. Or similar weevil beetle type things.
Right. So I would try to control their instincts to get a few of them to come up here and eat the pencil.
Okay. Little time passes, like you can see Kira has this very far away,
Yeah, I'm like really
glazed
focusing.
look. And Kira, you reach out, you can feel the tiny blips of energy of life in parts of the house that you kind of coalesce together guiding them, nudging them, and then after maybe 5 minutes, a long line of different like ants and beetles and etc. just kind of come from outside the room in a line, proceed, climb up the leg of the chair, go into the specific cup, and start munching away at the pencil. It takes a bit of time, but you...
Yeah. I'm just kind of sitting there like, oh my god, they actually came. This is cool. Even though they're bugs. And I'm just sitting there kind of smiling. Nothing bad happened. Cool.
Well, what would happen is just a bunch of ants.
Well, actually, one time I made this really giant... Okay, I don't even want to think about it. Trust me, you don't want me to make a mistake here. It's gross.
So, the question is, the request would be to destroy the pencil. Sesha, you had the right idea, but... And he picks up the pencil and writes on a piece of paper. It's still a pencil. You didn't destroy it. It still works as a pencil.
You said break the pencil without breaking the glass. You didn't say destroy.
It's still a pencil.
But it's still broken. So I did exactly as you asked.
That type of thinking is close to acceptable. It's better than the rest who used magic to do something. You're close enough, essentially. The answer to this and the lesson here is remarkably simple. When you have the ability to reshape reality, and there are many, many people all around the world who believe reality is a certain thing, there is very little reason to manipulate reality when there is no need to. Why make things complicated? If you need to get to class quicker, take the stairs. It's not that difficult.
But that was a personal call out, Shelby, and I'm not really here for it.
Be on time, there wouldn't have been a problem.
Make the house a little less shifty and it will be a problem.
Didn't he just say take the stairs?
Wouldn't have been a problem if you took the stairs.
Wouldn't be a problem if you didn't use magic all over your house and make things extra complicated.
I don't use magic all over the
But
house.
technically, don't you use magic then if you are trying to get to... You know what? She just like sits there and like...
Yeah, So, no, I think you're under a misunderstanding. I don't use magic all over the house. In fact, since you have gotten here, I have not used magic. Except for once.
Then who's the one using the magic? Is it the house?
This house is
Probably killed ya.
layered.
I'm sorry, bless you, Alfie. What?
There's someone else here.
No, there's no one else here. The house is layered and layered and layered. It has essentially been crafted with time and fate and matter and all of these things to give you what you need within the bounds of reality without pushing it too far. If you
So that's
would
magic.
Yes, that is magic.
So the house is magic?
The house is magic, yes. But there is no manipulation going on from me, from anyone else in the house. It is just created as such. And obviously from the outside, it is a perfectly normal house.
Does the house have a mind of its own?
No, No. That would be strange.
So how can it determine what we want and then create it?
It's not my area of expertise. I didn't make the house.
So you live in it and you don't know how it actually works?
I know that if I need a lever to take me to a different part of the country or world, I can pull it and it will move.
Huh.
I don't know how it works.
The house could be anywhere?
Well, I don't really have a choice on where to take it, unfortunately.
Baba's house has a mind of its own.
Baba's house is basically a giant chicken that wanders around.
But it has a
Really?
mind of its own.
Doesn't exactly have a mind of its own.
You really want to go argue with that with Baba?
No.
Huh.
Does that mean that because we made our rooms yesterday, can a lot of it seems to be old.
There are large portions of the house that are old, yes.
And it can't manifest anything new.
Sometimes it can if it has those things somewhere inside it.
I'm like writing more notes down.
I was going to go over the basics of what you are able to do and the areas of magic that are very loosely grouped together, but I think it would be easier for any of you to essentially ask if you do not already know. I imagine there is very little I can tell you about what you can do, unless of course any of you have any ability with space. Nell, I guess I could probably instruct you to a certain degree on that.
Can you make a room in space?
Would need
Outer space?
as in out in space?
She was trying to get a room on the moon in a dome.
You shouldn't do that because if I was to connect, and he holds up his hand, and a very small little kind of shimmer in space appears in the air, and if I connect that out into the void of space, and then there's this rushing like whoosh of air as everything just starts going, like it ruffles your hair, it starts to slowly pull the desks and everything, and then he just closes his hand and it stops.
Oh.
You have to connect the space to somewhere else, then you are able to go through to that space, but that space is able to go through to you. There is no such thing as a one-way portal.
So all the spaces are real. They already exist? The rooms?
Have you ever tried looking past? Has Morgan ever taken you to a graveyard?
Like once.
And did you see that thin line there?
The veil? Yeah. Yeah, I saw it. It was kind of shimmery.
Was that real?
I mean, I could see it and pull things out of it, so yeah.
So, of course, all spaces are real.
But I can't connect a room to the veil. Can I?
No, but you could open a door. If you'd like to travel, I would not recommend it without a bit more training and definitely more discipline. But if you would like, you can open a door and go see what is behind the veil.
Morgan says I'm not ready for that yet.
I would agree.
I think I'll wait then.
Similarly, Kira, you are able to open a door yourself. If you want to head off, see what exists out there in the realm of spirits and...
I don't think I'm ready for that.
We might be able to get you to the point where you are.
That'd be great. I think that's definitely one of Guinevere's quests. Requirements?
She tends to talk in quests and missions and crusades. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
Are there any other questions before we proceed?
No.
Okay. In that case, I think what would be most beneficial next is for you all to... I don't want to say compete, because you're not competing. To test yourselves against each other with my tutelage. So, I will pick you at random. Two of you will come up, and we will see what it is you can do. Only rules, yes, there are rules. Only rules are nothing that causes damage or permanent damage. You are trying to show what you can do, and you are going to be experiencing what it is like when magic is done to manipulate you. So,
Just
Well,
put
some
my
of us kind of
head
already
way down.
experienced that earlier.
Way fucking down.
So,
Quite a prickly situation it was.
I think the first two will be, and we will come back next episode to find out where we are going from there.
The PvP before the PvP.
The pre-PvP.
We needed a warm up.
Okay.
Oh boy.
There we go.
I had to
Oof.
like sit up because I've been hunching as Alfie for the entire 3 hours. Oh man.
Oof.
Wow.
I would have reacted the same way as Alfie if somebody took my emotional support anything.
Yeah.
Oh
I
god.
do
By
Yeah.
the
my
way.
emotional support,
I feel like
man.
that's actually happened to me in like camp or something when I was younger.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was one of those knee-jerk reaction things where I just like brain went, feral for like a moment there, and I was just like, oh my god, I feel this in my entire soul. Like holy shit.
I just
know
saw,
what this means.
I just saw an opportunity. So it's just like, you know what? It's gonna be interesting to see how she reacts. I'm sure it's gonna be, upset, but let's see how really upset she gets. So she's like, let's just take her into the other room. We're not gonna cause, any harm to anyone.
Yeah.
So, how did you guys enjoy the session?
That
you-
was good.
That was
Emotional damage.
Yeah. It was very
Specifically.
good.
Oh, but I loved it. I love it. I'm a fucking masochist when it comes to this shit. I mean, you know this as well as I do. I love how everybody got to do a little bit. Actually, well, Kira not so much. Kira's was more passive in how her kind of emotions manifested in I guess the plants moving and everything.
Yeah.
Poor
Well,
Kira.
I tried to do magic on you. It just didn't work very well, and then I
It did,
freaked out.
though.
So the plant freaked out.
It
It did,
work.
because or else I would have gone on a murderous rampage. You prevented me from trying to actually murder Sesha.
Yeah, there was axe murder in the
With-
future.
with
Not
the
as
scythicle.
murdering. Yeah.
It was scythicle murdering. I mean, I really wish I know because Sesha Cat wanted to talk about the little voodoo dolls before going to bed. Which
Yeah.
I know, like, hopefully we'll be able to see that like the next night.
Apology, I couldn't get us.
That's
all,
okay.
I was like, we need to.
No,
There's a little bit more we need to do.
And then also with the internet, my internet going out and stuff like that.
It happens.
That's okay. I'm just gonna
I'm sure
save
we'll
it for
see
next
it,
time.
I will tell you that my very vague kind of like planned out plan for today got about halfway through of what I planned, so
Of course.
gives you
Yeah, expect a lot more of that.
Oh yeah, I'm down for it. Hey, I mean, we may need to convene and talk about possibly lengthening the length of the bloody season if you all are gonna do episodes
I'm
like
okay with
this.
If we're all gonna
I mean,
do
we
what?
went in
Antagonize
depth.
each other?
I mean,
Hey,
but it's such an interesting world to play around in too. Like,
Yeah.
just Nell being able to like play around with the doors and portals, like that is so interesting to
Cool.
see, right? Like, and then you have Sesha who's like manipulating like things in general, like the time, like rewinding again and again, and so it's like, what do you do in those situations, right? Like, it's so freaking cool. I love this playground. I love this sandbox. This is a fun sandbox.
Yeah.
And I'm fucking digging in the sand, man.
As time goes, you'll learn exactly the limit, not even limits, the extent of what you're able to do. I mean, to give you an idea, obviously you figured out that Shelby can fuck around with space. He just connected a portal to somewhere
Literally outer
out in space. Yeah.
Space. Yeah. Like, okay. I'm
Um,
really curious about Kilja.
Yeah.
What the fuck is Kilja?
Who?
Who? Fucking who knows, right?
Yeah.
Like, oh man, yeah, I'm mad
That's just
curious.
suspicious about. He's like, oh no, the house has magic, doesn't have a mind of its own. Nope, that's it. It's just like,
But I've lived in a house.
but I've
with a mind
lived
of
in a
its own.
living, walking house. You can't tell me that they don't have, some sort of, consciousness.
You guys lived in houses?
Stop it. Stop it.
did you like the house though?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, the house. is
Yes.
The biggest thing was cracked me up. Oh, that was really funny with the stage and the sign, and then the little sign when the door closed that it was just like Sesha and Alfie.
fun. Oh man.
Well, it's because Beta was in there, and
Yeah.
Alfie was like, wherever Beta is, I want to be. So the room was like, oh, okay, then this is your room too.
Yeah.
But yeah, the second that all of the weird like opening of doors, like room of requirement type bullshit started happening, I saw Nell basically being like, oh really?
So I could get the fuck out of here, huh?
Well, not just that, but also it's very indicative of space magic, the ability to manipulate spaces. So, like, it's something where Nell would have been like, what is this? How does it work? And how can I do it? Because that's cool, I imagine.
I am become house.
I am house.
So
Watch
yeah.
out, you will be
House.
Killjoy.
Oh, is that the common theory that you have currently? Killjoy
That's my
is,
theory.
Kilja is the house.
Yeah, or Killjoy was like
Resident pet.
a person that was imbued into the house or something.
You think that the Council of Atlantis imbued a child into the house? That's very believable.
Get
I
that
mean,
got lost.
Yes, or maybe by accident, but who knows?
Yeah, I'm very curious to know like the motivations behind the kid in general, like what, like, because they were good, but then they were not good, and then they can do very limited things, but still like very powerful things.
Did you like the
stopping the magic thing kind of fucking freaked me out, and I was like, wait a minute, can I do it specifically to Sasha's room? So like, I don't know. I was like,
People in chat were like recommending you to use Killjoy to like mess with Sesha.
I was thinking about it, but I really wanted to see the room grow bigger too. I was like, oh, weird. And then, yeah.
Have any of you asked the question, why Alfie?
No, it just seemed very fitting that this shy person in the closet got to meet the creepy kid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead child. Dead child.
Ooh, is
I
it a
don't know.
ghost?
I think it's a ghost. I mean, one of the few things I can see fairly easily is a ghost.
Yeah.
And
Ghost
it got a little
souls,
bit more
the
clear.
departed.
Yeah, it's like a soul of some kind. Like it got more clear when I focused in on it, right? Like, so it's clearly something dead-ish.
And it would explain why Shelby wouldn't say like, "Oh no, there's no one else here."
Yeah.
Revenge.
Things.
But
to
like
think
Alfie
about.
definitely sees souls as like sentient.
Yeah.
Like people because they were people.
I mean, a lot of them are ghosts, which are still sentient and still, people, and then others are like souls and existences and kind of like they've lost the personality that they were, but they still maintain a consciousness. Like Beta, he still has some memories of when he was alive.
Yeah. Which
He
is
was
kind of nice.
Sacrificed to a mountain.
To a fucking volcano.
Volcano, yeah. Didn't even work.
Didn't even freaking work.
It was like
God.
it was like a couple of months later the volcano exploded. It's fine.
You bought a couple months,
Yeah,
whatever, it's
do what you
fine.
can.
Sure.
Shall
Oh,
we?
man.
Shall we do outros?
We
Yes.
should, but before, I think like when we do outros, I think we should also say who we want to face. Who are we most
Yes, yes,
excited
yes,
about facing?
yes.
If we were to face someone, who would we
Okay.
want our characters to face?
yes.
A good question.
Mm-hmm.
So, hot potatoing, and we will start. You know what? We'll start with the bullied Alfie,
Oh,
and also Vandy.
Okay.
Everyone says bullied, but it's not. I wasn't bullying.
It's
Bullied.
listen.
She wasn't
Yeah,
bullying.
Alfie thinks
all
she
in
was a little bully.
No,
No. Yeah, but don't worry. I'm Vandy. I am OMG Vandy everywhere. I do a lot of tabletop stuff, and I really like it. And I like hanging out with cool people. And I also work for a company called the Game Hers, which, by the way, we have our Game Hers Awards coming up, and you can nominate people for your favorites in various categories in gaming. So don't forget to do that. Nominations are open, and they close on the 22nd. So do the thing.
Yeah. You also have to hot potato it.
Oh, hot potato
Oh,
over
and
to.
who do you want to face?
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so truly, I think Alfie versus Sesha would be a really cool grudge match. But I'm gonna be real. I'm so curious to see how like Alfie and Kira's like soul versus natural shit. Like, I'm very curious to see how that works. I think like if Alfie were to face someone like Nell, she'd probably be a little awkward about it because she's like, I have no fucking idea what this person is doing. Like,
Yeah.
what is space? Like,
What is gravity?
but no, I think really cool grudge match would be between Sesha, but my number one I think would be if Alfie could fight Kira, just to see the differences.
And
I'm gonna hot potato over then to Sesha, who had a fucking session.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
And also,
I love
feel free to jump yourself out in chat as well as we go, because I have remembered
sure.
to VIP you guys this time. So
Yeah.
yes, stand
So,
out.
My name is I'm Kat on Twitch, and I stream a variety of games. I'm also getting back into drawing on stream as well. You can find me on Twitch. I'm Kat. I played Sesha, your lovely chaotic little prankster at the moment. I think I would really enjoy. I want to say it would be an interesting fight to play against Kira or Sesha with a whole, because completely random. RP wise, she would definitely want to go against Kira, I think, for a basis to let the little flower bloom and see how crazy her powers can get. But I would really truly like to see a match against Nell, because I feel like space versus fate would be a very interesting dynamic. Space versus like, you know, time or like fate, you know, because I mean, like, I feel like that could be really interesting.
They
you know?
also had a bit of a square off at the end there. That you know, at the
Dominance.
end of the night.
It's
Well,
the
trying to,
chaos
you know, like-
versus order, actually, which is really interesting, I think. Like,
Yeah.
where Sesha represents this chaos, Nell actually represents a weird sense of order by comparison to a lot of the other people. And it's like, it's fascinating to see them just like engage with each other.
Yeah.
I think that would be awesome.
But is Sesha really chaotic?
I don't believe it. Don't buy it.
I
love
am
it.
going to hot potato it onto Nell.
Hi. I'm Syrinx. You can find me as Syrinx on Twitter and Instagram. And I have had the pleasure of playing Nell, or Eleanor, a space and forces mage who loves to run around blocks but apparently not use stairs.
Yep.
Currently, I have a still going on Vampire the Masquerade actual play, a French Revolution one, over on Beck, or Side Poltergeist, is her Twitch channel, which we go live every Sunday, so you should go check that out. And I am excited about maybe facing Kira, because
Everyone wants to fight Kira.
I really want to, but that's the thing, because I really want to see, after what happened, I really want to see the Alfie versus Sesha thing. I think it would be really interesting for Nell to fight Sesha, but not at this moment, like when things have progressed a bit or something like that, or like simmered a bit. I would think it would be really dope to fight like Sesha. And also Kira was the first one that Nell met. And she was sweet, so it would be very easy, or it would be easier for Nell to follow the rules and not harm anyone. If it's Kira and she's nice.
But what if Kira has trouble fighting back? Would Nell still be able to fight?
It's
It's an
really
interesting one, isn't it?
losing this kind of battle isn't like that bad. It's not that important.
Okay.
Like, it's easier to hold back and not actually hurt or go over the top with Kira.
Sesha's the opposite. She wants to stoke that fire. She wants to see something. She wants to see something happen.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that, and I'll hot potato it to Tess.
Hi, I'm Tessa, or Kira, and yeah, I stream for stuff. I stream on my channel. It's mostly cats, especially right now because I'm playing Stray still very slowly because it's awesome, and I'm just having too much fun with it. But yeah, I stream on weekends, usually Saturdays and or Sundays, and usually one other day a week. I also do the Wondercast and the Bordercast. The Wondercast happening this Thursday on the official Gearbox Twitch channel. It's just twitch.tv/Gearbox official. That will be Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, I love this whole crazy sandbox, as Vandy put it. Like, that was very, very accurate. There's so much cool stuff that can happen, right? And
So
it's
much you can do.
interesting. Yeah, and like all of our characters are so like different and interesting, and I love it. So yeah, I don't know. Everybody wants to fight me. I want to fight everybody. I don't know. I have no idea how I would, like, what I would do when facing either Nell or Sesha. Like, I kind of have a little bit of an idea, but I feel like it would be really, really, really hard because space and time powers, right?
Oh, yeah. I mean, forces.
Oh shit.
Yeah, like I just feel like it would be so like I don't even know what I would do, but that would be part of the fun of it. So I would love to go against either of them. I would definitely love to go against Alfie, but I also have no idea what she can really do. So
One thing, she can rot away something and blast it with,
Yeah. I mean, I think
Table.
it would be really interesting no matter what. I think Kira would feel really bad attacking Alfie just because she just saw Alfie basically get a little bit bullied, and so she just kind of has like, feelings.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh boy.
And I myself am Sheepdog. I run the Wandering Inn. If you've liked this show, if you like the shows that we do, go check out the YouTube. There's a whole load of them there. If you like the World of Darkness or things similar to the World of Darkness, because I'm not 100% sure this is the World of Darkness. This might be the something else of. It's like the globe of kind of not light. I have other ones. I have Moonkissed, which is a Werewolf the Apocalypse game. I have Sunkissed, which is a Vampire the Masquerade game. And there's other shows as well. If you like things like Firefly, Cowboy Bebop, and The Expanse, there's also Drifting, which is an interesting show. Which I think I'm still recovering from, to be honest. And if you want to support the channel and you want to see more shows, not just more shows going forward, but more shows, like more slots every week, then go and check out the Patreon. Maybe sign up if you're interested, pledge a little bit of money, and the more pledges, the more things I can do. With that said, we're going to go to an outro, because we've gone pretty far over how we should usually go. Apologies for that, everyone. And yeah, we will see you hopefully on Friday for the finale of Dragon Riders, but also next Monday for the 3rd episode where everyone's gonna fight everyone. It's gonna go crazy. Thanks for watching, everyone. See you soon.